What's wrong with your computer?
Dogs.
This week, our heroes are stuck indoors, but that won't stop them from bringing you the lulls. We were sent more food by who? Chips. All this and more on this week's live episode of the CCMouse podcast. Guess how many days I took me to take a shower in the chat? Oh.
Guess what I forgot?
What's that?
I left my box of chips upstairs.
Oh, great going. That's okay. I hit the button, and it just did that spinning thing. Like, it was like on my terms. I'm like, all right, little mini laptop, you've been good to me so far, so... While you go run and get chips, I'll entertain everybody. Welcome to this live episode of the CCMouse podcast. We are good for your ears. I am Dan, and you can find me at RFS Dan.
And I'm Jess, and you can find me at Gone to the Snow Dogs and Snow Dogs Vlogs.
Wow, Jess, we're both here pretty much stuck indoors. We can't see each other if we wanted to, which we don't anyway. Man, you're looking great today. Glad you got rid of that hat. Can we get rid of that hat? Hashtag accurate Jess, right? I've had to hear it for a lot of years. A lot. Oh, guys. I have to open up a beer to tell you how many words I've heard come out of her mouth. So yeah, I could do a pretty good Jess. How are you doing, Dan? I am great. Dan, I'm great. I am Dan. I am great. We got some chips to eat. We didn't really think of a plan of what we were gonna do, but I know what we weren't gonna do is not make some funnies. So we're here to hang out and have a good time. Shows not showing up in subscription feed. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay, so yesterday I planned a live stream and I made an event for it, and it didn't show up for anybody either. So I don't know. Maybe everybody's abandoned YouTube and it's just the algorithm, and maybe the algorithm doesn't have that many hands. Wow, where did she go? To the chip store? Holy cow! She's probably up there cutting potatoes and peeling them now and trying to season them up. Yeah, so we'll get to these chips. Although, you know, I won't lie, guys. After this last live stream that we did, I'm kind of burnt out on chips. Like I'm ready to put the chip test. I'm ready to retire the chips. I am, man. The chip store, Mom. You get the cheesy poofs. Oh my gosh. This is the longest trip up there ever. I've been up there. It's like 12 steps. It's right above where she was sitting. Like, she could have just reached through the roof, or the basement roof, and pulled them back down. I waited all day for this stream. Thanks. Man.
Hold on. Can't hear anything.
Oh my God, it looks like Banksy all over your shirt. Hey, so that was the longest trip ever.
Yeah, the dogs really wanted to come down here, but this room just isn't set up for them.
That's true. Did you forget the chips?
No, I got them.
Okay.
Got the chips.
Okay.
Hopefully by the next time we do this, I'll have that other room set up. And then the dogs will be like chilling on the futon or something. I don't know.
Chris says, do you miss hockey? Yeah, I do miss hockey. I do.
I mean, we're not losing.
That's true. Yeah, your guys' win-loss record is at least going to stay the same.
Yeah, we've been like so many days without a loss now. It's great.
Yeah, that's how it feels. That's okay, because we were losing. We were on a downward streak, so I don't know. I miss
know what
hockey.
losing is?
Man. So, no. so yeah, so I do miss hockey. I miss like live events. I was trying to watch wrestling. I was trying to watch wrestling, and nobody was in the studio.
I get notifications on my phone still for when the hockey games are, because I had them all like in my calendar. So every time there's a game, it notifies me, and I'm like, oh, that's not real.
I know. I went there out of habit the other day just to see who, like, oh, like it's time to watch hockey, and then sure enough, just nothing on.
Right.
I'm like, darn.
No hockey.
Nope, no live anythings. But like I said, I was watching wrestling. It was so empty in the audience. They were trying to go out there and sell. They were like, "I WrestleMania, brother. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3." And there's just like nobody in the audience, and it's just this weird pan.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. So let me guys know. Let me know in the chat, guys, who listened to the podcast from yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, from Wednesday. Who listened to Wednesday's podcast? I know, right? It's Groundhog's Day. Well, we're used to kind of being in the house, but I have to go. We call it walk the Dan every now and then, where I need to like go out and leave and just go outside and stuff. And usually I'll go to Target or I'll go to a Walmart, mostly Target. I'll walk around or I'll live stream from there sometimes. And like, that's just how, like, it's bright lights, it's around people, but I can't go do that. I could go walk around the block, but what fun is that?
Right. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I don't know that we didn't talk about it on the podcast because it happened yesterday. But as of yesterday, I can't go to the deli every day because they closed. It was weird. I feel like today's Saturday because I didn't go to the deli. I kept telling Jamie that. I'm like, it's not Saturday. He's like, it's not Saturday. I'm like, it feels so weird because every day at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, no matter what I'm doing, every day, about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I stop what I'm doing because I work all morning. And it's like, that's the time. It's like, that's the time, stop, get up, make sure you're doing something else, get out of the house. And I go to the deli and I go sit there for, an hour. Then I come back home, do a little bit more work, and then I try to like not super work in the evening, but I still do. And I'm not going to be able to do that for like how long? Too long.
For too long. for too long. You do go there like religiously. You're there every day that they're open. You're
every
there.
Day.
So
every day.
What are you going to do for lunch then?
I have no idea.
You're like, oh, I don't know what to do now.
I have no idea. And it wasn't even like I didn't always go to the deli and eat. That wasn't even what it was. Like I always went there and like I talked to my brother, I talked to my sister-in-law, I talked to Greg, because I would go like around they've been closing at 3 because it's wintertime. Well, not anymore. I guess it's spring now. But I would go right around 2:00 because they close at 3 anyway, so they were a little bit slower. So I'd actually get to sit down and talk to them, and sometimes my mom and dad would come in. And now it's like, I mean, my brother lives right down the road from me, so it's not like that's a big deal. But still, it's just gonna be weird. It's just weird. It won't sink in till next week when it's Monday and then it's Tuesday and then it's Wednesday that I'm still not going there. It'll be strange.
Right. Okay. So, no hammy sammies for anybody.
Right?
Everybody's saying hi. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming to hang out. Okay, so I wanted to tell the story of where we really left off last on the podcast about my situation here. Because I breezed over it, but I really didn't tell the story, which I can kind of run through it like fast, like the Micro Machine guide real quick. We don't have to go through the whole thing. Right. But then I wanted to continue because it got really crazy.
It got
today.
crazier?
It got crazier today. Okay, so here we go. Here's the Micro Machines thing. Okay. So I got up early Monday morning to go get a bunch of supplies because I was a little bit freaked out that I wasn't gonna have any toilet paper or I was gonna have any tissues. So I came home after that and the guy knocked on the door and it was the dude from the gas company. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's the gas company doing out here? But there's a line out there that's like that has the water and everything. And I know that the trailer park's old, so they have to shut the gas off to everything in order to work on anything else. So he said, hey man, check this out. We don't know where this leak's coming from. It could be coming from your yard or his yard or his yard or his yard, but we have to like evacuate. So prepare for that. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go look out my window and I'm like, oh man, what are these guys doing? One guy's smoking a cigarette. I'm like, how bad can it be if there's a gas leak if the guy's smoking a cigarette? Meanwhile, they're probing my yard and everybody else's yard. I go out there to see what's going on, and the guy said, hey, I recognize you from the bike shop. So I was like, cool, some guy like actually knows who me. And so I'm like, I'm gonna get this first-hand information. So they go out in the middle of the street and they stop the traffic. If anybody's watching any of my vlogs, you can know, oh, here at Avenue I, there's like this big, huge lawn street. So they block off the street and they start drilling these holes. And this, I guess, gas comes off because it was beautiful. They like put all these bubbles on top of it. It was blowing these big gas bubbles, which I thought was really neat. And the guy was still smoking a cigarette. Yes, he was smoking a whole cigarette. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I thought I heard my phone ring. I glanced over and back at my window, and all of a sudden there was a porta potty there, which I knew they were gonna be there all day, as we talked about. So they were over there drilling and stuff. And then they came in. They were like, dude, you gotta leave. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I grabbed a bunch of my stuff. Actually, I just pretty much grabbed a bunch of beers and my Switch and put it in my suitcase. And then I left, and we did that live stream at McDonald's. So then
the essentials, right?
So look, everybody's now mad. They're like, stop talking.
House. What are you gonna grab? I got the Switch. I got the beer. We're good.
They're like, stop talking so fast. So I was evacuated. The guy said maybe it'd be done by the end of the day, and he evacuated like 4 or 5 people, and they turned off our gas, and then I came back into the house at like 6 or 7, and I was kind of watching to see what was going on, and like there's this big old hole in the street and they're fixing it and stuff like that. So I set up the webcams to look out the window, and I left and went and spent the night at Crystal's mom's Patty's house. And then I watched and I waited because there was this like police line do not cross thing that they had. And when they cut it, I could go back home, and it was like 11:15. The guy walked on my porch and did it. And I was like, yahoo! So I came back home the next day. But when I opened up the water heater to see what it was, because the guy's got to come turn the gas back on. We had to call him and be like, hey man, come turn the gas back on. So the guy shows up to turn the gas back on. But before that, I went and looked inside the water heater, and the water heater was all rotten and like leaking and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not cool. So the guy came and he capped that off so we could fix the water heater. Then he came inside and he couldn't get the pilot on the heater. So like, oh my gosh, like that's like 2 in a row. And he wouldn't turn the gas on to my dryer because I didn't have proper ventilation. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. So then he leaves, and I'm like, oh man, we have no hot water, which I guess is okay, except for there's no heater in the house, and that kind of sucked. So by then it was too late to call anybody to come fix the heater. So the next morning we called, and some guy came out and fixed the heater, and it was a relay switches. So now I have heat, so it wasn't so bad. I still don't have hot water, and it's been a lot of days since I showered. Actually, it's been since Dantic since I showered, and you know, in times like this, we're supposed to be cleansing ourselves. So then I get up the next day, and then we try to figure out how to get somebody to come out for an estimate, and the guy didn't show up. So then we ended up getting a hold of the homeowner's insurance, and homeowner's insurance sent somebody out today to come look at it, and the damage is way worse because it's not just the box where the water heater is, but it's the walls that are surrounding it into the bathroom. So they're gonna rip up probably the whole bathroom and all these other walls here and the floor. So they're gonna put in a new floor. In the meantime, they put these like really huge industrial fans in there that I'm pretty sure I've already lost my hearing listening to all day long, and those are gonna run for 3 days before the guys can come on Monday to see if it's fully dry, and then they can cut us a check for the estimate, and then we can put a whole new water heater in there, and that's gonna take a few weeks, and that's the tea, guys.
They want you to turn up the audio.
All right, there we go. Is that better? So now you guys are caught up. But yeah, so today they told me that like the walls and stuff, they gotta like cut out the walls to see how bad the damage is in there. So they're gonna, and this shares the walls of the bathroom in there. It's like the laundry room bathroom area. So that's people are still telling me to slow down.
So if you want, you guys, when you go to play the replay of this, you can just slow him down and listen to the story all over again.
I just wanted to hurry up and get that.
He told most of the story in the podcast, just not the updated part of it.
Yeah, okay, so here's the whole point of the update is like we're on shower watch. How many days since I haven't taken a shower? So in the spirit of social distancing, we were gonna go to Crystal's mom's house, but it's like a half hour away, and I was just like, I don't want to go out. Like, I just don't want to go out. So then I did it. I turned on the water, and like, I'm like poking and poking. I'm like, man, this is like so crazy. It's so cold. So then I did the thing where I boiled the water and I put it in a bowl, and then I set it on the edge of the bathtub. And I'm like, all right, so I wore my loofah. Yes, I have a loofah. You should try it. I wore my loofah in the water, and then I had this brilliant idea. So I had the water on full blast, shower. I'm like, wait, I don't need it on full blast. So I like turned it down a little bit and aimed it at the wall, and I got in, and I was like, yeah. You know, Ace Ventura. Do you remember Ace Ventura when he finds out that Einhorn's a man and he gets in the shower?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of what I was at. That's kind of what I was faced
It
with.
reminds me of camp showers. We've been to places camping sometimes, and you're in the shower, and most of the state campgrounds have really nice hot showers, but every once in a while you get in the showers at the campground and it's like ice cold. It starts off hot and then it's ice cold. So I've been there. I know that feeling.
Yep.
I've taken cold showers while camping before because, you know, sometimes that's just what you have to do.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, here's my plan. My plan is I'm going to take the loofah and I'm going to wash my body. And then I'm just going to barely dunk my hair in there, and then I'm going to wash my hair, you know, and then I'll be okay, right? So then I grabbed the loofah, and I put it on me, and it's freaking scalding hot because it was boiling water. I'm like, yeah! And my loofah is like 3 times the size now. It's like a gremlin. And so I'm like, oh, it burns. So I hurry and soap myself up, and then I try to like put my head in the shower, and I try to wash. It was so cold. And then at the end, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to pour it all on me, and then it'll wash me off. And then it did, but it kind of sucked. But I froze. I made these like squeaky noises. I don't know. It was a lot. It was like Powerpuff noises. So I did finally break down and shower because I was getting really itchy. Like I was just like, I feel so itchy. This is the longest I'd ever been without a shower.
Right. And
I was so stoked. I'm like, I'm never gonna shower again. I'm gonna be like Pigpen. And then I couldn't do it.
No.
Nope. I'm gonna have to wash this out. I'm gonna have to wash this out tonight because I have to do it again for Dantics tomorrow. So there'll be like cold water too.
Do you have like a wand, like one of the things that comes down so you can just tip your head and like wand it?
No, but I bet you do. I bet you have one of those. No, I don't. I have one of those like just the shower heads.
Right.
I want one of those raining ones that just rains down on you. I could just be like, oh.
Yeah, with cold water, that'd be great.
Oh man, the cold water's cold, and the thing is, it's cold here, guys. It's cold here in the desert.
Do you have a sprayer in your sink?
No, I had to look to see. No, I don't.
Do you have a connection for your hose that you can hook up to your bathtub?
Like, for like jets?
Oh, so like, when you shower with cold water, you don't want to be standing in the shower. You really only need the water to get like the cold water to rinse your hair. So you want something where you can just like put your head in and like rinse your hair.
Oh, okay. No, I just had to like dribble and deal with it. I'm an innie now. It was so cold that I am now officially an innie. Also, people are really excited and proud of me that I showered. Thank you guys. Thanks. Thank you for being stoked that I got showered. It was bad. I looked like Mr. Burns in there all just... Yeah, it was bad. And then the guy that came to fix the heaters all trying to shake my hand and stuff. I'm like, bro, dude. Like, no. I'm like, I hope you're just like first down because
yeah,
it's not.
The hose. Just use the hose outside. Run the hose inside from outside.
But it's, and then like, just like drip it over my hair.
Yeah. Tilt your head to the side and then it's not running all down your back.
I wish you guys could have like just seen it. Crystal was like, can I tape you? Can I tape it? And I was like, no.
You could put a bathing suit on and she could.
No, I don't want to. Like, this is not something that, I mean.
Think of the views.
I guess for
kidding.
what? They would like dub a Pokemon episode and I'd be like every like thing like,
Zuma the puppy, thank you for the super chat.
Yes.
Did you see her super chat?
You're always here. Hello, Zoom the puppy.
I think she said she has a broken shoulder from falling off a horse.
That's a radder story than what I've been going through. I was trying to play some Stardew Valley, and it's kind of like a Terraria looking Minecraft with a little bit of Animal Crossing in it, but not as pretty.
I haven't played it yet.
It's okay. It's all right. It's just work. Like, if you don't have time to do work and chores in your real house, then like it's not for you
Don't
because
get
you
that
have to
game.
do stuff. Right, right. But I'm curious about Animal Crossing, except for like I've played 2 Animal Crossings and they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
They're exactly the same.
I've never played any of them at all. I know people that have played them and think that they're the greatest games ever, but I haven't
It's
played them.
work.
Somebody was like, "Did you like Farmville?" And I'm like, "Yeah, for like a month."
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "If you liked it for a month, you won't like the game because that's the whole game." And I'm like, "Oh, well."
Crystal got really into it once, but like it's just chores after that. Like you have to go and you have to go visit everybody, and then you have to go like pick your potatoes or whatever, and then you have to like do your stuff.
So it's like Viva Pinata.
Yes. Yeah, just so you can get items that don't really interact with you for your house. Like you start out in a tent and stuff, but it's cute, it's visually appealing, it's very relaxing. So I kind of do want to play it, but then what are we going to do? Go pick flowers? You catch butterflies and you find some seashells, but there's no new game mechanics. Read my lips. No new game mechanics. People want to know where you got, real quick before we get too far away from it, where you got your ears at. Straight from Kira. They'll grow back. Just like a starfish. They'll grow back.
From Etsy.
From Etsy?
Yeah.
Who's she?
The name of the seller. That's a store on the internet.
Hey, that's...
It's like Wish.com.
Oh
You've never
my
heard
gosh.
of Etsy? No, I'm just kidding.
I really did not know about Wish.com. Also, what's really in that Pepsi can? Is that one of those sleeves that you put over your beer?
No, it's really Pepsi. I know it's not Coke. This was on sale.
It is? It costs a lot of money to print black on stuff. That's an expensive
They didn't have
can.
what I wanted. No, I'm just kidding. No, that was just on sale, so I bought it. That's all.
No. Well,
It's still just Pepsi. I do have lemonade Trulies in there, but I'm kind of saving them because I don't know when I'll be able to go back to the store.
now, Bush. Look, he says Bush. Hey, let's, I'm a little snacky.
Snacky?
I'm a little
That's the word?
snacky. And
Oh
guys,
my
this
gosh,
is...
I should tell you this story.
Okay.
Ouch. So I have a cooking channel.
Oh,
And,
what's it called?
Snow Dog's Cooking. And right now,
It's
like,
original.
nobody can get food. So it's kind of silly, but I guess it's not silly. No, it's kind of silly. I've been worrying all week about what to show people how to make, because how do you tell people, hey, you should make this, when realistically, a lot of people aren't able to get the stuff that they need in the store right now. So, like, a lot of places are like out of meat and they're out of bread and they're out of all this stuff. So I'm like, what do I make that people might be able to find? So early this morning, Greg and I went to Meijer, and we live in a small town. You already know this, but we live in a small town, and there's not a whole lot of like missing things on the shelf. There's still quite a bit. So instead, what I kind of did was I looked at the stuff that was low. Like, okay, there's less of this, but there is still some. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to stay away from that because other places are probably missing all those things. So I ended up, I bought lunch meat and pickles and cream cheese, and I'm showing people how to make a variety of sandwiches with no bread.
Right, you just rolling them up because those are good. Usually, what are you putting in? What was the green thing? Pickles.
Pickle.
Oh, what about jalapenos?
I didn't do any with jalapenos because I didn't have any, which I didn't realize I didn't have any, which sucks because now I can't make salsa. But so I didn't make any with that, but I made some with like Italian seasoning and mild peppers, and that was Jamie's favorite. He liked that one the most. He's like, that's the most unique one you've ever made. But I was like, what can you make out of things that you can find when you're looking for something different and there's no bread?
Well,
I'm like, I'm just gonna make ham roll-ups. So I made a whole bunch of different flavors of ham roll-ups, and that's my video for tomorrow.
that's fun. That's fun.
I wanted to teach people how to make like bulk, like how do you make food that you can then freeze so that you then have it? How do you like, okay, I want to make this much spaghetti and then portion it so that you can freeze it so that you have the sauce.
Right.
Like that was the other thing, but I'm too late for that because people can't get all that stuff. So I was like, well, what do I do to kind of combat that? Like you can't, our Meijer doesn't even have flour. We don't even have flour right now. So my buddy bought a 25-pound bag of flour from Gordon Food yesterday.
Oh, man, do you remember when they were doing that?
25 pounds of flour.
Maybe he wants to antique his friends. Do you remember that in Jackass when they would do antiquing, where they'd get the flour and the dude would be sleeping on the couch and he just boom? It was called antiquing, right?
Oh, I see. Yes. Oh my gosh, that could be what he's doing. I see Mueller says vegan chili. Yeah, but there was no beans. We were very limited on beans because I had thought about doing chili too. So.
Well, Well, like when I was looking at people's carts, there was not two things that matched. It was like a box of mac and cheese. It was like mayonnaise, and then nobody wanted the cream of mushroom.
Nobody wants cream
No.
mushroom.
So yeah, I get that.
Nobody wanted Southern style sweet corn.
Or the expensive mac and cheese to have the rabbits on it.
Yes, I totally bought Southern style sweet corn because we saw it there, and Greg's like, they got Southern style sweet corn, and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
He goes, nobody wants it because it's still sitting here, and he grabbed the candy and he started reading it, and he's like, why does nobody want this? It's got like brown sugar and all this stuff in it. And I'm like, I'll eat it.
Mueller says, oh, we always have just beans. I make sure I got the beans in there because I'm a bean fan.
That's probably something that's more popular out where, like, you guys have more avocados than we do. It's probably something that's a little bit more popular out there. But here, I mean, we have beans, but right there just really wasn't anything.
What's your food? What's your food? If we have avocados and oranges, no wait, oranges is Florida. If we have avocados, what do you guys have out there besides Fago? Like, what's your?
Potatoes and beef.
Dang, 911 is a joke in your town.
Better get off the street. Your state's in lockdown. $1,000 fine. Don't go outside.
Let's go back real quick. Okay, so after they fixed the road, they put these big metal plates over there, and then they like tarred around it, so it's like a ramp. So every time like the bus or a big diesel goes by there and goes over the thing, da-doom, it shakes our whole house, and the cats are like, "What's going on?"
They're gonna be desensitized to earthquakes by the time this is all done.
Right. I also made sure that we are 6 feet apart virtually.
Oh yeah, social distancing.
Who said? Toby Lou said that the dogs are barking at your ears.
The dogs are barking.
Their dogs are barking at because you have the ears on.
Oh, that's funny.
You should bark at them. Here, I got it. I got a good bark. Jim Johnson says that he's got that Starburst drink. I want some of that Starburst drink. He had like powdered Starburst or something that you mix with some alcohol, and that sounds good.
What did Greg buy today? Greg bought Kool-Aid. He's like, I'm getting Kool-Aid. I'm like, that's kind of a good idea, but I don't really like Kool-Aid. There was no eggs at Meijer, which I thought was really interesting because like, but eggs are really easy to get around here because everybody has chickens. Like I got a friend of mine that's got 80 chickens, so she has egg-laying chickens. My mom's got chickens, so I'm not worried about eggs. We can get eggs.
Hi, Dan from CCMouse podcast. What exactly is an egg-laying chicken? Like you made sure to say egg-laying chicken. Yeah. What do you mean?
Egg-laying chickens you don't normally eat.
Oh, because they lay the eggs. I thought maybe like there's a certain time in like the chicken's life where it doesn't make eggs anymore and it gets hot flashes.
You'll be surprised to know this, Dan. You know how there's different breeds of dogs? Mm-hmm. Different breeds of chickens.
There's a couple. There's foghorn leghorn. Then there was that other chicken hawk.
There's far more than a couple. My mom has... I'm going to get it wrong. I don't remember what kind of chicken she has. But my mom specifically bought chickens that survive better in the cold. They're egg-laying chickens. And basically what that means is if you think you're going to eat that chicken, you're probably not because they're a tougher bird. So, like, you could still eat it. You could still eat the chicken if you want to. But it's not really what they're for. They're more for laying eggs. She has 3 of them. But she bought chickens that can survive the winter. So, like, their feet are a little fluffier and they're kind of like a hard... She got one that's like this. They're scary. I don't like them, but... But they lay little edible butt nuggets, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, you've uncovered memories. We had chickens for some reason. I lived in Garden Grove when I was like 5, and we had chickens, right? And imagine little Dan in like brown shorts that were too short, because all the shorts were really short back then. Yep. I had like a Dukes of Hazzard shirt on, but it had that like press-on, like plasticky like logo of them, right? And my leather sandals, and I was out in the backyard playing, and we had 2 chickens, and they would chase me. You've seen those videos where the kid runs away, so the chicken's like, watch me go! And it got all Liberace big on me, and then like I ran, and I slid, and I fell, and it, like into the doorway running from them, boom! And I like wiped out like NASCAR. Oh man, that was bad news, guys. That was probably like an 83, 82, 83. Oh my gosh, we had wood paneling on the walls. Ever since then, I just never was good at chickens. What did it want from me?
I don't know. Chickens are evil.
They were, yeah. It was like, oh, you ate the unborn or something. I don't know. They were mad. They saw me with an omelet earlier. I don't know, but man, that was, yeah.
Steve says the stores. Hey, Steven says the stores in the UP are fully stocked. That doesn't surprise me. I'm going up north. I'm coming to visit you.
You live up there? Hey, I heard there's no
He
cars
does
up
live
there.
I don't think he works at McDonald's anymore though. I think that's where I met you. Was at the McDonald's in Newbury.
There's no automobiles there, right?
That's the Mackinac Island,
Oh, that's the same. That's UP, right?
not the UP.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I know a lot about your dumb state. Sorry, I don't get them all right.
Hey, I'm still allowed outside.
I can. I just gotta like be going somewhere. So yeah. So then they said that we couldn't like. Well, they said like we shouldn't like go outside. Like you
Right.
probably should just like stay home. I'm like, well, I'm home anyway. Like I really can't. Like there's really nowhere to go.
Right? There's
So-
nothing's open.
No, but then like what we really do for a living doesn't really require us to go outside.
Well, I mean, I can only film so many videos from inside the house before it's like, look, it's the inside of my house again. That's why I said I'm
That
I'm
hasn't
worried
changed.
that I want to go. I want to get the last few things I need to finish the office because I'm afraid they're gonna close Home Depot. And I'm like, if I go really early in the morning, there's nobody there. Literally nobody there. So that's not the big deal. You just go in, you get what you need, and you get the heck out of there. But I'm so scared they're gonna close it down. I told Jamie, I'm like, I'm gonna get this room half done, and then I'm not gonna be able to get my paint. And then I'll have to like mix paint that we got hiding down here in a bucket and come up with a
That
color on
doesn't
my-
sound like a good idea. That last
I know.
no, you should not mix paints that are down there in a bucket. Why do you have paints in your basement? You have like a furnace there. You are flammable.
No, the furnace is right there. The paint's over there.
Oh no.
Don't you have the paint colors that belong in the rooms in your house, and they're written with big marker on the top of them? It says living room, so
Yeah,
that when you
they're
chip the paint on the wall, you can fix it.
They're all in there.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
more paint on the wall now. We're green screening.
I don't have one of those.
Thanks, Brianna.
And-
These things are the best. You don't even know. Although at one point I thought if I ran out of toilet paper, I might have to rip up pieces of my green screen to wipe my butt with.
Well, it's big enough. You could, little pieces.
Right, and if I did it live, you wouldn't actually really be seeing anything. It would just
Since
be
you don't have a shower head,
see through.
then you
I'm
just
I'm sorry. I'm not a female. I don't desire. I don't. That's not on my Amazon wish list. I just need to get in there. I just need to watch. Just need to get out. Just need to get out.
Oh, my
This movie
goodness.
company would move our paint to California for us. Yeah. Come on, get rid of the paint. Paint or die, yo. Get rid of the paint. Yes.
Did you know you can throw paint away? But do you know it's supposed to be almost empty, and then you're supposed to fill the can with kitty litter?
No, kitty litter is a commodity now. Actually, I have a case of it hiding in my car. And
Greg said that today.
yeah. Oh no.
Greg, we were at Meyer, and I'm like, "Do you need cat litter?" He goes, "There isn't any." And I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "Well." He's like, "It's okay. I stocked up on cat litter." I'm like, "Yeah, we got the important stuff."
Well, tell him I'll send him a brick of cat litter if he sends me an egg-laying chicken. It's too flammable, right? Can you go in your backyard? I can, and I had this like dream of doing Dantics outside for some reason when it gets warmer. And I'm like, I'm gonna tape the green screen to the back of my house, and I'm gonna do it outside, and it's gonna look floodlighty, so it's gonna look like. Do you remember when like every now and then they would go live for like what was that bad show called Unsolved Mysteries or something like that, and it just looked like they were out there
Yes.
with the floodlights? I want to look like that. But then Crystal reminded me that it's a busy street out there and it's just gonna be traffic.
Yeah, you'll hear all the noise.
Yeah,
from the
I'm gonna have to do it at Patty's house or something. But I really, really want to do one of the episodes outside. I don't know how much you'd be able to see, or
Right.
maybe I'll set up a webcam facing the other way, and that'll be the background, so you'll kind of see the background in front of a green screen. But I have a desire to do it out in the air or something.
That'd be so funny.
It would just be different because why not? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what's going on. It's
Right?
Oh, look I like turned green a little bit. Man, maybe I got gamma rays. Okay, hey, wait, okay, I'm just gonna, this is the Dan you're gonna get tonight. You're gonna get the Dan that like is unfiltered. So let's segue. We had nothing
I was on a
planned.
train once. I was
Let's-
on a train once.
Let's segue to chip eating because I'm hungry.
We're getting on a Segway now?
No.
Oh.
Did you put any more thought into getting that robot at your house with the pad on it?
I don't
so I
put
could...
a lot of thought into anything I do. What robot?
Oh, I'm not gonna come to your defense on that. You're right. I'll let you hang on that one. Remember how we talked about getting the robot?
The podcast robot.
Yes. Okay, so what do you have for chips?
I got a card from Washington.
Oh, I got a card too
Di.
from Di too. Oh my gosh,
Thank you.
she
What?
whispered me sweet nothings on there. What if she wrote the same thing?
I can't read it. This is really pathetic.
Oh no. Let's see.
I can read some of it, but it's it's really cursive. Like, so Jamie has to read it to me.
Mine was like, oh, Dan, like, you're so cool. Like, if I could subscribe to you 10 times, I would. I love die. No, I don't remember.
Okay, wait. If I hold it out here, maybe I can read it.
Okay.
I know Jess likes Kettle Chips. Yeah!
Are you really having that hard a time reading cursive?
I don't even... I can sign my name in cursive. I learned to write cursive when I went to Catholic school, but as soon as I didn't have to write in it anymore, I don't know how to hold a pen. So for me... Hey, look, a pen. For me to write in cursive is very difficult. Okay. So as soon as I didn't get in trouble for not writing in cursive, I printed everything. And when you don't write in cursive for a really long time, sometimes it's hard to read. Like if you learn a language and then you don't use it, it's kind of like that.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. I've forgotten so much of my Japanese.
I can make out some words.
My unpopular opinion is like, instead of teaching us cursive, ooh, that didn't work well. Oh, look, I look like an 80s photo.
Oh. There's two of you.
But yeah, I remember those 80s photos where like.
I was gonna say it's a prom, not a prom photo, a senior photo.
I wanted to stand up and eat chips on my other camera, but that's not working out so well. Sorry guys, I don't want to sit down because I sit down all day long. Okay.
And there's chocolate and trail mix.
Okay, so what did you get then?
I don't know. Thank you, Di.
Thank you, Di. No.
Di's not even here. Did we text her and tell her we're live?
She's probably bass playing.
It's Friday. Oh, it is Friday night, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can't go anywhere.
Woohoo!
Okay.
What's this? Hiker's trail mix, dark chocolate. Well, Jamie won't eat that.
I got milk chocolate. Look at, I got the milk chocolate one.
Ooh, I got the better one.
No, you didn't. You don't know. Dark
yeah,
chocolate's,
I do.
Dark chocolate's for dark chocolate's not winning. White
what
chocolate
do you?
is.
Yes, it is.
Milk chocolate's the best.
No.
Milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and there's white chocolate doesn't even count. It's not even chocolate. My penmanship is so bad when I print. Yeah, my unpopular opinion is like we should instead of learning cursive, we should just learn a whole other language.
Everybody should learn how to type.
Yes.
And not this time, but typing.
Is that how you type?
No, I can type really fast. I used to be able to type like a whole heck of a lot of words a minute. I'm opening the chocolate. I got impatient.
That's not. We were supposed to open up chips. What are you doing? You're going off script.
I'm off screen. You can't tell.
No. The chocolate packaging is so pretty. Actually, it is from Seattle Chocolate.
There's sunflower seeds in here. Did you? What's in yours?
Ew, yours has sunflower seeds in it?
Uh-huh.
She must hate you. Mine says milk chocolate truffle bar with hazelnut butter and Rice Crisps. Ooh, it's got Rice Krispies in it, but not Rice Krispie treats, which I don't like. Oh my gosh.
That's ridiculously good.
Why would you ruin chocolate by putting nuts in it? I agree. I like you. Sarah, you're okay with me. I agree. Oh, Helen with the super chat. Hello, how's it going? Oh, look how cute the little Inu is. It is going great. We're all going a little stir crazy in our house, so this is a way for all of us, even Jess and I, to like relieve some stress. Hey, Crystal, you want to try some of this chocolate?
Sure. Oh, sorry. Peanuts, raisins, and sunflower seeds. I would ask Jamie, but he's upstairs. Can you guess what video game he's playing today?
I hope it's Overwatch because I played it a little bit last night and I was doing so good on it. Is he back to Diablo? Is he playing World of Warcraft? Is he playing Apex Legends? Is he playing Stardew Valley? Is he playing the new Animal Crossing? Is he playing the Nintendo Switch at all?
No.
He's playing Smite.
No.
League of Legends.
Nope.
Heroes of the Storm.
I'm surprised you haven't guessed
Did
it
I
yet.
say Diablo 3 already?
You'd say Diablo 3. Nope.
That's it. That's all the games I know that we've all played.
There's one more.
Leisure Suit Larry.
No.
Then what games are you playing?
I don't know how to give you a hint in the game.
Oh, he's playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh man, I should jump on the Minecraft then.
He's playing Minecraft. What are we doing? Digging through chips?
Mm-hmm.
I got some styrofoam. Oh, if Jamie was down here, that would drive him nuts.
I think Jess said hers had like sunflower seeds in it. Did it really?
Are you eating styrofoam?
No.
Does he not like the noise of the styrofoam?
No, he doesn't like that.
See, I'm the opposite of everything. I love that noise. I love the chalkboard noise. I love the smell of gas. I love the smell of Payless Shoe Stores. Rest in peace. Pour some out for Payless Shoe Stores. I like all the everything. Do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? You know what? Yes. Yes, I do. Right? To great lengths. Yes, I do want to hear the most annoying sound in the world. Please.
My chocolate bar had peanuts, raisins, and sunflower seeds.
Peanuts, raisins, and sunflower seeds?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm eating another piece.
Today I realized who Di's favorite is.
Me.
No, she sent you trail mix for your backwoods.
Yeah. Did
For
you
your
see what she
backwoods
said?
living.
She said, hold on, I gotta read it. I included a trail mix chocolate bar as trail mix is a favorite in the Northwest, and I know you all like the outdoors. So there.
Oh man, Steven with the super chat. Hello. Oh my gosh. When you send super chats, type something. Don't pick the stickers, yo. Say something great so we can give you $10 worth of our attention. You know what? For the next a little bit, I'll sit here and stare at you, Steven. I hope I'm on your television.
That sticker's pretty cute.
It is. Your dogs don't do that. I'm just appreciating you, good
Do you remember
sir.
the video? Do you remember the video of the cat? I know you do. Where the cat's laying in the girl's lap, and they're like tickling it, and they pull their hands back, and they go beep,
It's
and the
all-
cat.
yes.
Jamie got Kira to do that the other night in bed. She was upside down, and he was tickling her, and every time he stopped, she put her paws up, and I'm like, if it wasn't so dark, I wish I could film that. We'll have to try to get her to do it again. It was so, we were laughing so hard. And he kept saying that. He's like, she thinks she's a cat. I'm like, yeah, she thinks she's a cat.
It's a weird a little bit as a content creator where every now and then you have that moment where you have a panic moment, like, oh my gosh, everybody in the world needs to see this, and you're like, oh, this is just my moment, and you just kind of just have your moment. It's very rare, honestly, because you're always trying to grab for things. You know how many times I had to wait for the dog to keep humping before I could go zoom it back over on that thing? Like, and then I was just like, you know what? I should just forget it. It's just my moment.
Right.
PJ says, hey guys, I'm a little late getting here. Just got back from Claire. Please.
What were you doing in Claire?
Is that a place? Not Claire's?
PJ's from Michigan.
You sure it's not Claire's, like the place in the mall with all the little jewelry?
No, Claire's is closed.
He was trying to get the heart of the ocean.
It's a city in Michigan.
Oh, what's there? Nothing, huh? Probably some moose and a Hortons. Teresa with another super chat. Hi guys, you are making my day from Teresa's oh, here we go.
Bring it down.
Stanthorpe. Are you married? What is it? Could you next please, if this is your married name and like next time, could you please like choose a suitor based on if Dan can say it or not? That's really important. From Queensland, Australia. Oh my gosh, it is. What time is it? So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in the morning, 10:08 in the morning, maybe 11:08, depending on the time change. Oh man, yeah. Well, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for giving us something to do as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh yes, Claire does have Cops and Donuts. The famous Cops and Donuts.
What's
PJ
that?
says, I've been stuck inside for 2 days. My dad and I had to get out. Mount Pleasant has 2 of them, but that's 20 minutes south.
What's Cops and Donuts?
It's like a donut shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's Cops and Donuts. It's a famous donut shop.
Is it like a Voodoo Donuts or anything else? It's just like donuts with like a bunch of what's the most famous donut you guys see at all these donut shops? It's the one with the Fruity Pebbles on it, right? Or the Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
Is like that?
I don't know what I've actually never been to Cops and Donuts. They have one in Gaylord too, but we never go because it's like there's a Cops and Donuts, but there's a Tim Hortons. Sorry, I'm going to Tim Hortons.
Right. Man, I hate that rumbling every time somebody
It's
drives
kinda
over that
scary.
thing. Yeah.
It sounds like an accident every time.
I need more food. I'm hungry, and this is so irresponsible for us to open up all this food. I have like so many bags of chips in the cupboard. All right, we'll do this one here. Okay.
What was your opinion on the chocolate?
My opinion on chocolate is actually this is pretty dang good. I would love the chocolate part of it. I don't like the Rice Krispie parts of it, but it's not obnoxious in there, so it's okay.
The Rice Krispie bits were really small, so you couldn't really tell.
I got one of those too. I hugged it. I'm like, I love Di so much.
There's her card.
Yes. Okay.
You guys want to check her out? Her vlog channel is Diana Beal, and she should change her channel name almost to Bass Playing Mom.
How about like youtube.com/ I'm probably the nicest person you'll ever meet in your life.
Yeah, youtube.com/realbeal.
If you guys haven't seen the vlog on my channel of her and I hanging out this last time, you gotta go see it. If you've never seen like polar opposites hang out, that's pretty much the video. Like I said in the video, like every time I open my mouth, I'm pretty sure I'm about to offend her, but somehow she likes me.
That's the best. My favorite was when we left Vid Summit that day, and it was so great. And I came down and like I don't even remember I don't remember how the conversation started, but I just remember telling her, I'm like, you're my friend. Like, call me anytime you want. We can talk anytime you want. And then I left, and she sent that picture where she was crying, and she's like, I don't ever want to leave. And I'm like, this is sad. I don't want to leave either. I don't know. It was just nice. She's so nice.
She is. Hi, Mooch. Oh, there's a Mooch. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got some. I turned on the microphone a little bit. I'll try to get closer because I don't want to be all crunchy. Here's some. I can show it better than you. It's sea salt and vinegar.
Do you remember when we were talking about chips in the last live stream where we ate chips? And I said we had some chips when we were in Washington that I really, really, really liked.
Mm-hmm.
I found them.
That's these?
Yeah.
Where are they
I couldn't
from? What's it
remember
say?
what they were called, but this is the brand. This Tim's brand is the ones that I really, really like.
Great Pacific Northwest. Okay, so that's over here by us. All right. Let's eat one. You want one?
What is it?
Make
Sea
it
salt?
loud, make
Yeah.
it bold, make it local, make it Tim's.
They're gonna be good if they're sea salt and vinegar.
We've been cooking our potato. Oh wow, you should read that. We've been cooking our potato chips in the shadow of the Cascade Mountains since 1986, using an old family recipe. With your first satisfying crunch, followed by the real flavor of premium potatoes, kettle cooked, then perfectly seasoned. We think you'll agree that you have found what you've been looking for.
Hey friend, let's come on. Let's talk more eating. You're like the trailer before the movie. Hurry! I gotta put this in my mouth.
I'm starving.
I'm already breathing it in.
I've had them before. I like salt and vinegar chips, and I like kettle chips, so it's a win. It's a win for me.
Sea salt and vinegar chips.
What's that?
I don't think I like sea salt and vinegar chips.
No.
No?
Wow, you are the weakest link.
I kicked
Oh my
out.
gosh. We got a super chat from Sarah real quick. Hey Dan, Jess, and Crystal. Jess, how did you become aware of spirit hoods? Those are so cool. Also, how big is your collection? I became aware of spirit hoods because somebody's collection is way too big for the closet. And it's spilling out. Have you ever taken a picture of your spirit hood closet?
I don't think I've ever posted a public picture.
Yeah, you should. It's ridiculous.
I like this one.
I have
This
a
is the
couple
one
of
I
them.
wore
They're
to,
so nice.
Huh?
They're so nice. Like the quality on those things are so nice. There are no expense spared on those things.
This is the one I wore to the very first VidCon that we went to.
Yeah, it was so hot out.
I
I'm like,
still-
what are
and I
you
still
doing?
brought it.
You're like, I'm from the
Because-
North Pole.
This is one of the lighter ones, and that's why I brought it. But they also make really good pillows on an airplane. How big is my collection? At one point in time, I don't even want to say that out loud. At one point in time, I had 49 of them.
Oh yeah, at least right now you do.
I don't think I have 49 now. I've sold quite a few.
Are they pretty good? You know what's really rad? It's two things. One is Greg's jacket. That's from the Spirit Hood place, right?
Yeah.
That thing, I picked it up. That thing is amazing. It's as close as you're gonna get to being a caveman. It's great. And the other one is that blanket.
Yes.
And that, I mean, they're expensive. Those things are like a few $100s. Like they're expensive, but they go up in value, right? Like that blanket was like limited, right?
The Timberwolf one I have, which is not real fur, that one was limited. I have a gray wolf, and then I actually have an all white one as well that I've never put anywhere because it's all white and it scares me. I'm
that's
like, why do I have a all white
that's one that's gonna
blanket?
stay in a Ziploc bag. Sarah, let us know. Like, do you have any? Were you thinking of getting any? Do you need a review? I have some. I have 2 of them, and they're so nice. I should wear them more. I should wear them until floodgates over here in my house.
It's over.
I won the Husky Spirit Hood from one of Jess's giveaways a few years ago. Was it from you, or did the company send it to the winner?
I don't know. I've done a few both ways. Some of them I've done, and then some of them they've sent me.
You guys gotta see one day. You gotta post a picture of all your Spirit Hoods. It's beautiful, and like, what are you doing at the same time? It totally is.
I think I have 10 that I put in a box that I wanted to sell. That I don't wear. So I thought about getting rid of them. But every time I do that, every time I go through the closet and I'm like, I'm going to get rid of a couple of these. I'll go through them and I set them down. And then Jamie comes into the room and I'm like, I'm going to get rid of these. And it becomes, well, I really like that one. Or, are you sure you want to get rid of that one? I really like the color in that one. But you actually wear that one. And I'm like, so then I put them in a box and I don't sell them. They just.
It's okay. At least you have them. Because there's only a limited amount made. And I'm sure, like, you own, like, a majority of them. To the point where I think one time when I was out there, maybe the first time I was out there was this limited one coming out or something, and you wanted it, and I think you just contacted the person.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just contact a person and be like, one for me, please? And they're like, oh man, our
I think
biggest
that was
spender.
I think it was the mountain box. I don't remember, but
And
I
you got it,
remember doing
right?
that because there was only like, because I wasn't gonna be home when it launched. That's what it was.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna be here, and I really want one, and I got it.
And then you never wore it.
I'm gonna stop eating those chips.
Okay, so we're done with these. Okay. We have more, oh man, I feel so bad opening up these bags of chips. What do you guys, do you have 2 more bags of chips? Do you have these ones and these ones?
Yeah.
All right, in the chat, let me know what you guys want us to order next. This is your show too. Do you want the
Yeah.
pizza margarita or the smoked Gouda? Ugh, that's what she said.
I don't like fake cheese.
Teresa said, hey, Stanhope is the small town where I live. Oh my gosh.
Stanthorpe?
We grow apples and grapes better than Applebee's. 20 plus wineries in around town. Ooh, girl. We should go to Stanhope.
There's an R in there.
Stanthorpe. Oh, how do you say it then? Stanthorpe?
I would think Stanthorpe.
Stanthorpe? You need to like pare that down. You need to you need to
Too many
reduce
syllables?
you need to reduce fractions of that town name. It needs to be called Stanhope. Damn, done and you're out. I just rebuilt your town. Oh my gosh, maybe I should get Animal Crossing. I'm like a mayor.
Chase said we should do the Gouda ones.
Crystal's correct. Which ones do we have?
The Gouda.
Okay, all right, let's do some smoked Gouda. So out of all the other chips that you sent me, the apple barbecue ones are almost gone. I only eat the pickled ones with the ketchup ones, but I can only do a few of them. And I don't really like the buffalo ones, so I'll eat those with sandwiches when I'm absent-mindedly like stress eating.
Right.
And then
right.
the other ones that are kind of ranch and stuff, they're growing on me a little bit. All right, I'm gonna turn the microphone down while we open these up. Are you gonna read the book on the back of it? You should start now if you're gonna. Oh man, it stinks. It's like, I know the bag, and I always smell the bag of chips, and they always fart in my face when I open them up. I'm not sure about you guys, but we were going through our snacks like crazy. Laurie, look, I lost like 10 pounds not too long ago, and I think I found just about all of them back starting on Monday since I've been in the house, and I've just been stress eating.
They're calling it the COVID-15.
Oh my God.
Everybody's gaining from being at home.
Who's on lockdown? Oh, what the heck?
Right?
Oh my God, the lines outside Animal Crossing are huge. What am I gonna do? Do I need more toilet paper? Should I go to the Andy Gump and take his toilet paper? Yeah, that's me. All right, here we go. Let's have smoked Gouda chips.
Okay.
All right, let's turn it down.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a nope.
I just need a
That's
dip.
They kind of taste like barbecue chips.
They taste like I just like ate feet cheese. I don't even know what feet cheese tastes like, but like in my vision of like the Monty Python foot, that's what it is. The Monty Python foot, you know, that comes down. Like I just like.
It tastes like a battery.
It's toes, and that's what it tasted like. But you know what would taste good? If I take some barbecue sauce, I love dipping chips and stuff. I'll eat it with a sauce, but on its own, here, I'll have one more just for, you know, that one could be
Not
the
me.
control. Let's see. Oh, that's a big one. It's like Pac-Man.
I'm not having one more. Nope. No, thank you.
No. What does Mooch say?
It tastes like a battery.
He liked it. He can't have a whole chip. I gave him a bite.
Oh, yeah, did he eat it? Like,
Yeah, he
okay.
ate it. He ate them both.
All right. That's that one. I need some, like, ginger. Like, I need some, like,
Palate
cleanser.
Look, you forgot a bit.
Sure.
Shay says, well, let's help with the pizza ones taste decent. I know, right? Man. Oh, Mooch, I didn't notice you there, said Jim Johnston. That's because you're all crunked off of that vodka and Skittle juice. Okay,
Skittle
oh my
juice?
gosh, you're so, like...
I am absolutely covered in cat hair.
You know what would be rad is if we had a green cat, so when it, like, shedded all over you, the green screen would just work? That would be pretty rad. Oh, man. Okay. You know what I really wanted to do, guys? I really wanted one of those KFC donuts with the chicken in the middle of it.
We should have just done it.
I just didn't want to get backlash for going out. Like, I've done so good on not being out all week. We're not supposed to go out.
I think you can have stuff delivered.
Yeah.
Did you see Wendy? Oh, I wish. Did you see Wendy's? How they were doing that on live on Twitch? So Wendy's, real quick before we go on, live on Twitch, Wendy's has their own gaming channel where they're playing Animal Crossing, and it looks like Wendy. And in the corner is their like free delivery from DoorDash or Grubhub off of $10 purchase, and that's the best commercial ever. Like I said before, whoever is running Wendy's social media campaigns, amazing. Then I think there's in-game transactions where you can take your shirt and you can like, you have like the pixels so you can make your own shirt. And the dude was drawing a Wendy's logo, and he was not like learning to draw a Wendy's logo. He was in there just going click, 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 click. He was drawing a big W. I'm like, this is great. And there was like 14,000 people watching it.
Wow.
And you couldn't comment unless you were one of those like $5 subscribers to do it. Postmates it. I know, but I feel bad because someone has to bring it here. But I really want to eat one of those donut.
Yeah, but the Postmates it people need money too.
I mean, is KFC still open at 6:22 at night? It is literally a mile away.
I don't know. I was gonna say I can't get it delivered here, but ours closes at 9, I think. Still, Greg wants to know if you're palate cleansing with Natty Ice.
Where's Greg? Yeah, that's because 15. That's because 15 of them come in a 12-pack. And it says it's 5.9, but it's a lie. It's not. It's a lie. But yeah, it is, sir. And
Are we gonna race with him after this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can play some Mario Kart later after this. Okay, so I don't know how do I find out if the KFC is still even open? Like, can I make this happen? We have enough super chat money to buy a KFC and nugget thing.
Okay, Google, but I don't get one.
I don't care about. You sure you can't call in a favor? Don't you know everybody in this town?
Greg lives 15 miles out of town.
Man, we ate Taco Bell for dinner. Oh, that's right. I heard that Pops was getting Taco Bell. I want Taco Bell. I don't want to go. I feel like I'm like locked in here and I'm looking at my ramen, hoping that you'll do an episode on it.
The people at the restaurants, like I worked at a restaurant. The restaurants are going to be at least the good restaurants, and especially now, the restaurants are going to be some of the cleanest places anyway. They sanitize everything, open? And they're locked in there. Nobody can come inside, so they're only seeing people through the drive-through. And like the people, where'd we go this morning? We got breakfast at McDonald's when Greg was in town. They all had gloves on.
I mean, I think the gloves are worse, right? Isn't that what Karen was all mad at somebody at Costco?
Because they had gloves on.
Because they were trying to make the pizzas with no gloves, and I don't know the rules. My hands don't even go straight, people.
Them for such a short amount of time, I think you'll be okay.
My hands don't even go straight, so I don't even know. I can't even tell you anything about those. So, let's see. Because I really wanted to get one. I was like, I should go through a drive-through, but then I have to explain to everybody like I went out in public and endangered everybody's life. So you don't even know. I could be an outbreak monkey. We don't know. So instead, I told that really fast gas story.
Are we trying the last bag of chips, or are we waiting?
Let's try the last bag of chips. All right, this is
I
the
was born
margarita
and had
pizza.
a bowl of cereal for dinner. We had ham roll-ups for dinner.
We started a new DoorDash account.
Last night.
Oh, that's so wrong. Okay.
I had chicken tortilla ramen, chicken whatever ramen.
I have a lot of ramen in there, so Jess, so if you want to make a food video on how to ramen, I have lots of ramen in there that I would like to do with a lot of different stuff. All right, let's eat some of this while Crystal installs DoorDash.
I'm opening. I'm scared. Ooh, I don't like this already.
Ooh, man, that just blasted me in the face and it smelled good. Oh, look at that coloring. Oh. Because my chips don't lie. Look at that. All right, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Oh yes, look at that. Oh my gosh.
It really smells like pizza.
It does. Now, would you dip them in ranch? There's people saying that they want to order food, but they feel bad for the worker that has to deliver the food. Yeah, but those people need money too.
Look,
we had to close our restaurant, because not enough people chose to order from us.
Yeah, well, you know what? Can make a comeback. The deli could open if they just sold these margarita pizza chips, because this is amazing. No? Oh my gosh, I love it. I felt like Baroni's just like, it's just so good. That was so good.
It's not bad. It's not as bad as the Gouda ones, but I still like the salt and vinegar.
I think everything's closing at like 6 now.
Yeah, and that's probably better. We shouldn't mess with that, although I should have got one earlier. But okay, but that was really, really good.
Did you say
It
they're
tasted
closing at
exactly
6
like
now?
margarita pizza. What's that?
You said KFC was closing at 6 now?
Yeah.
It must, because it's closed already.
Yeah, so it's closed. Darn, I should have said something early. No, I'm better off now. But soon we'll have to eat one of those before they're gone.
Maybe we'll have to do a midday stream this week, and that's what we'll have for lunch.
Oh, look,
I'm gonna need something to do.
Oh, right, but I really love those chips. Those chips tasted exactly like. Those chips tasted exactly like what was advertised. Wow, they have that thing nailed. That was
Yeah,
really
that
good.
absolutely tastes just like pizza.
I think
Yeah.
I might go take a piece of toast when we're done here, and then crunkle these on top of it.
Crunkle them? Is that a word?
And then take some cheese and melt some cheese on top of it.
Dude,
She's not happy.
she does not want that.
Happy birthday, Greg. When is his birthday?
Sunday.
Oh, dude, you should delete your message, Loki. Delete that. Delete that message.
Your message.
Delete that message. Where is even in here scratching posts? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Greg's birthday is on Sunday.
These are
Sunday,
good. Are you
Sunday,
eating more of
Sunday.
the chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? We're eating more chocolate?
Let me see what Di said on my letter. Hold on. I have the letter here on the fridge. I put it on the fridge.
I put it on the fridge.
I was so
I had to-
excited that she was my friend that I hung it on the fridge. Mine's this.
A lighthouse?
Yeah, and that
Mine's
boat
not.
that they won't let dock because of the virus. It's there. Mine says, "Hi, Dana Crystal. Hopefully these don't bust open in flight." A word I can't read.
Tim?
Tim's chips are made about 50 miles from my home. Oh my gosh, could you smell the chips? Like those people that had sriracha in their town and their eyes were burning at the sriracha factory, and they stopped making sriracha for a while. Remember that? That was crazy. They made 50 miles from my house. I put a word I can't even read. New flavors, and Jess's
I put
favorite
in 2 new flavors.
salt and vinegar. Yes, she knows that you like salt and vinegar. She's like, well, what are Jess's hobbies? Well, what is Jess into? She's into like dogs, salt and vinegar chips, driving bad.
Hey,
The
you got there
chocolate.
in one piece.
The chocolate is from. It's for.
It's named for Tukwila?
That's where she grew up.
Tukwila.
Happy snacking Di, the bass playing mom. Oh, Di. Your demeanor is always the same. Thank you for that. And Steve loves human malware. You should get that on a shirt real quick.
Right? Everybody's asking Greg how old he's gonna be.
Oh, I don't know how old Greg is. He's probably like
Older than
39.
me.
I think he's going to be 39. Oh, yeah, he's older than you?
Yeah, Greg's older than me.
And you're pretty dang old, too.
You're older than me. You're like, no response.
That means you should mind your elders. Uncle Yukon, thank you for being the oldest in the room, making us all feel young. Uncle Yukon, everybody. Thank you. Oh, yes. 40 isn't old. Oh, you're like 20, Crystal. I don't even want to hear about it. You don't even have a bedtime. Dan
Actually,
walked
I
into
think-
that one. Yeah, I know.
You're older than Greg too. Yeah, you are. Not by much, but you are.
All right, next subject. Next subject. Okay, so there's no donut.
I don't even see it on the menu, honestly. I
It was
looking through the menu.
it was there. You could see it from the street because you're like, what is that
Might be gone
abomination?
By now.
Dang. But the place is
They might have
closed,
kept-
and I'm not gonna go anywhere. But so I'll just eat margarita chips. This will be my dinner.
I know it was going to be a limited edition thing, and it came out February 20th, and it's been a month. So, I don't know. It was only available through March 16th, so you missed it.
Yeah, that's over.
What was today?
The 20th?
The 20th?
Oh my gosh. What? Okay, could you tell me what day March 16th was?
4 days ago?
Tuesday?
Oh, so the last day that I saw it before we podcasted, when I drove by and I told the story, was the last day that they had it? Why didn't they
Yeah.
tell me? How come the Colonel, whose face is painted on the dang billboard with a little bubble, and it should say, hey, you stoner F word, you should come and get one of these now because they're going to be gone at the end of the day. What the heck?
Should have bought one.
Can I get a Jack's Munchie menu meal or something? From
You know
the
what you
Jack?
could do? Do you have a Krispy Kreme in your area?
No, it's in Palmdale. And they're
Oh,
crispy
well-
closed.
And it Krispy. Do you have a Dunkin'
Oh.
Donuts? Just go buy 2 glazed donuts and get some chicken strips and make your own.
How am I gonna get a glazed donut? There's only
go to
plain
the
donut. I'm gonna have to
donut
make my own
shop.
glaze.
Oh my god.
I'll glaze my own donuts. I've done that a jillion times before when I make donuts out of the donut machine. But it's just not and I do have frozen chicken. Maybe if we're lucky, we can get donuts, and then I have microwavable chicken. We can recreate it, right? Isn't all
That's
this
what I'm
movie magic
saying.
anyway? I mean, look, guys, I'm not in front of these like waves. I'm not in Thanos' baby room. This
You
is
can
all movie.
buy-
That's the chair. That's the chair. This is all movie magic. Why
can
can't I
buy-
movie magic up something?
You can buy frozen Krispy Kreme donuts
Where?
from, I don't know,
From
my friend was
Amazon?
selling them. I'll find some for you.
From Amazon Pantry?
No, Amazon Pantry is closed.
What are you talking about, Willis?
You just need glazed donuts and chicken. We can make some.
Man. Julie sound like the War of the Worlds. Yes. Okay, hold on. I'll ask if we have stuff to make donuts with. Maybe I'll have to make some donuts with chicken. Yes.
If you're gonna make it, you should just make chicken and waffles.
No, because I don't want my chicken and waffle experience to be waffled by like low quality chicken and waffles. Like I want the highest quality Roscoe's bad chicken and waffles.
Right.
You know?
Like what? I do know.
yeah.
Like White Castle.
Haha, cooking with Dan. I don't know if that could happen. I mean, I could, but like, I don't know if I have all the stuff from there. I can just see the news when we're not allowed to go to our house for the next 6 months. Local man-child with a mohawk eats all his rations on live stream. News at 11. And it's like, I regretted using up all that sugar and other stuff to like make donuts just so I could eat this thing that I know like it's not going to taste good.
Right. It's not gonna be good. That's crazy that's actually that they were done away with it 4 days ago. You could go to Taco Bell and get a Trilupa.
Oh my gosh, I did see the picture for the Trilupa. It's like, are you in a throuple? And we're like, yeah, who isn't? Well, then we have just the food for you. It's a Trilupa. And we're like, what's a Trilupa? Are you familiar with the Bilupa? And you're like, what's a Bilupa? Do you know what the lupa is? I'm like, yeah, I eat those all, dropped a chalupa. That, I get it. Well, this is 3 times chalupa. And you're like, what? Mind blown. So, I mean, that's what my commercial would be on it. But I have not tried the Trilupa.
Why is it every time we talk, we automatically talk about food?
Because we can all relate to it. And there ain't no
Is that
more.
what it is?
We're going to be sitting out there with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the 3-boob girl, and we're going to be on Mars going like, man, remember when they had that Trilupa? So that's why we're trying to enjoy it.
The chili cheese chorito.
Oh, the Cholito, man. Could you bring back the Cholito, please? I know that you're watching Taco Bell. Please bring back the Cholito. Man. You know? I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like, I have to talk about these things. Are we done with the crazy food? Like, what's the next new crazy food? Like, how do you top that? The news doesn't even talk about it anymore.
Well, Wendy's has a maple bacon chicken biscuit for breakfast. That's kind of interesting sounding.
You know what I think needs to happen? We need to start having crossovers. I need a
Is that what it is?
burger. That's the Big Mac bun with sauce. The Taco Bell beans with half of a gordita inside. Then a square patty from Wendy's, all topped off by Del Scorcho from Del Taco.
No.
Right? Like we need like a mashup. We need a mashup. I need to try Wendy's breakfast. Did you eat Wendy's breakfast?
Yeah, I did. I liked it. What did I have? I had just their sausage, egg, and cheese croissant thing. I don't like their potatoes.
Yeah, I wouldn't
McDonald's
imagine.
filled
What's it taste like? Butt or mush?
No, they were crispy. They're like potato wedges, and I don't know. When I eat breakfast, I want my hash brown.
Well, Steve was talking about the poutine. Like, I'll eat the poon. That's if I can find a place that's open that delivers the poon 24/7, then I just. But I haven't seen it around here. I think it's closed down. There's a podcast called Face Jam, and they go and buy limited fast food and stuff and review it. What a great name, Face Jam! Did you see Jonah Ray's social distancing podcast? He's already got 3 episodes out, and I think who is on the latest episode is like Felicia Day. I'm like, you're so smart, Jonah Ray. I love Jonah Ray.
That's what Philly D should have done with his A Conversation With, but they just shut it down for now instead.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm like, why would you back down now?
I think it's because he has a lot of people behind everything, and like he sent everybody home from his office. So,
but like, ain't nobody got nothing to do. That's the thing. Like, we could all work remotely. You and I are not close to each other, but yeah, we're podcasting right now. I mean, look how close I am to you. That's not safe.
Right.
That guy would not be happy. No, the other side. No, there. Yeah. Once you get your green screen, then we can actually like be close. I don't know if I like that though. So what do you think's gonna like? When do you think the public's gonna get to see you next? For Chicago, maybe?
Chicago is in June. Chicago is June 20th. So I'm hoping that we're still gonna be able to do that. That's quite a ways out. So Chicago is the next event that we have scheduled, and then from there we have Novi. We're not doing PetCon in the fall because it falls the same weekend as Novi, and it's in LA. Wouldn't mind coming out to LA in November. That would be nice to be able to like drive south and go through all the warm states. But
that's during Novi.
What?
That's during Novi. We have to do
so
Novi.
We're not coming. I flat out told them we're not coming.
Yeah, we don't know how much like. Not that there's anything behind what I'm about to say, but who knows what next year is going to bring, the year after. Eventually, one day, there's going to be no more Novi. So we should try Novi, because we've tried VidCon for so many years. And I know people are trying to ask me if I'm going to VidCon. And it's like, well, I don't know, because I live up the street from it. So if I'm around, I mean, maybe. I just have to go south for an hour and a half, and there I am at VidCon. So I don't know if we're going to do VidCon. But right now, we don't have any plans for that. Right now,
we're not doing VidCon.
No,
we won't be there.
But there's a chance that like you might see me there for a day just to like be there because it's so close. But probably not. Let's do
so much money, and we just like it was fun, but I'd rather spend the money on something.
The fun we have doesn't require the venue we're at to have the same amount of fun. I mean, we had so much fun making TikToks of me dancing around like Mary Poppins in the back of the pool. That was 4 Beer Dan. Oh, okay, hold on. Cops and Donuts from PJ. Cops and Donuts has a bacon donut called a squeaker. Yes, a bacon donut. And yes, this was worth the super chat. I've had bacon. Anytime I've had bacon on a donut, or I've had chocolate dip bacon or anything, I have not been happy with it. Sure, I like bacon. Sure, I like donuts. Sure, I like the combination of all the foods. I'm a food masher. My foods can touch each other, and I encourage it. But I have never had good bacon on a snack.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had chocolate covered bacon. I didn't like it.
It was just mush or weird, or like, I don't know. It wasn't good.
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think no. Brand with the super chat. I guess I need to buy one for her too. I don't get the context.
Oh, a green screen.
A green screen. Oh no. I love this thing. Look at you can still see like the imperfections right here, but I didn't really have much time because somebody decided they wanted a live stream at the last minute, so I didn't really have much time to blend it in.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah.
Hey, but at least I'm a functioning human being.
I guess with the hat and like ears on and like Banksy art all over your jacket.
But I'm functioning.
I'm functioning. I'm showered. Look at it. I don't. What do I smell like? Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I smell like RFS Dan.
Yeah. You don't like my hoodie? It's got a wolf on it. I think it's the same one I wore last time we were live streaming.
Yeah. It's just everything you do so aggressive. Like that jacket's like so so aggressive.
It's just bright.
I'm planning on Novi, but also Alpena in the summer. Still disappointed about Western Michigan.
Yeah, me too.
That's all right. It sounds like you have a bunch of like chances still to see Jess. But like I said, you know what they say about meeting your heroes. Verna says like, love your green screen. Why don't you marry it?
When you were doing Dantics last week and we were all here playing Jenga, which by the way, I think Jamie's now like, that's his new favorite thing is Jenga. we were playing Jenga, and you had said something on the live stream about meeting your heroes, and you were talking about me, and I thought Eric was going to shoot beer out of his nose. He laughed so hard.
Yes. Anytime I can make him laugh is super big victory.
It was
That
so
guy,
funny.
that guy, man. You
We
guys
had so
can't. You
much
guys
fun.
can't handle it. Was that Jack Nicholson? You want the Eric? You can't handle the Eric. And then I think who was on the other side of it? It was like Tom Cruise or some cuck.
Right.
I don't know, but yeah. So good. Yes. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
it
Whenever
was-
I
it
can
was
make
so
him
fun.
laugh, then I'm happy. I'm happy. Him then Greg and Jamie. So
Yep.
good. Yeah. You guys. Do they know what an Eric is?
Your shirt says violent, and you think her shirt is aggressive. Yeah. So there.
Who said that? Who said
Greg?
that? That's oh my gosh. Now it's like sponsorship. GoldenPalace.com can sponsor my shirt now. So there you go, guys. This is what you get, sir.
Hey, you're lucky I'm not wearing pajamas. I asked Jamie if that was okay. Can I just wear pajamas? We're gonna live stream. Can I just leave my pajamas on? He said
Man, okay, hold on, Jess. So I'm seeing this in the chat, and it's been coming up lately. Can we get it either in the live stream or podcast episode of the story how you two met? I don't know if we told that story in the.
I thought we told it in like episode 0, but the
Right.
audio would have been really bad.
I guess basically like I started making.
Wait, we should make up a really good story and tell that in the podcast, and then make people vote on whether it's true or not.
Oh man. So there I was, stuck at sea with Wilson. Rita Wilson, not Wilson the ball. Rita Wilson, because I'm Tom Hanks in this story. Okay, no. So real quick, it's an easy story. Like back in the day, like I was making YouTube videos, and I made a CTFXC unboxing video of my sweatshirt that had an alley on it, and we were trying to figure out which alley it was. And I think Di or Water's wife invited me to your group,
Right.
and I was in there. And my stuff was like a lot different than everybody else's stuff. It was like a vlog, but it was like pretty like entertaining. Like there were fun stuff. And I think I probably did something wrong. And then you like messaged me like, oh, like don't do this or don't do that or like something. And then like I watched one of your videos and like I said, I thought you were like a 60-year-old. Like I thought you were like a B. Arthur. And that and because the first video I saw was camera footage of somebody eating your Xbox game. And
Right.
then like the group was still really small. So if
Yes.
you could connect with anybody, and I connected with other people, Water's wife, I would die,
Yeah.
with Austin and Jess.
Yep.
There was a few of us, and then as the years go by, they all kind of fall off, and then the real creators kind of stick around or whatever. But we
Right.
always just like got along with everybody else that was there at the time when the group was really small.
And I think you were really active, and I was looking for help. Like it was to the
Yeah.
point where the group started to grow, and you were one of the really active people, and I was looking for help. And I wanted somebody that was actually actively doing content and active in the group.
And not sub for
And I-
sub. All the groups were sub for sub. They were all like, go in
Yes.
there, you follow me, I follow you, and nobody
Oh,
did that.
we should clarify. We're talking about my YouTube creators group, not
Yes.
the audience group.
Oh yes, okay, yes, because you had a YouTube creators group, and there were so many of those, and you would join them all, just trying to figure out like who was really creating, and they were all sub for sub. It was
Yep.
all bad. It was all spammy. Nobody felt human. They all felt like reckless, and so yeah. So then like as all those people kind of weed out, then we look like this is what we were left with. It's like gold panning. And then I
Yeah.
don't know. I kind of don't even remember what it was like before you. Like it was just. It's always just been you and me and Di and
Yeah.
then Di grabbed
Yeah.
Joel. I think Joel's from Di.
Yeah, and then we went to VidCon, and everybody met. Was Di there that first VidCon, or was that the second
No,
VidCon?
well, the
That was
first
second
VidCon
VidCon.
I went. Zach came from Nova Scotia. Remember, he flew 1,000,000 hours
That was
to
the
come
first
down there.
VidCon you went to. Yeah, the
Right,
first
so
one
we had
you
already
went
known
to.
each other for well over a year because you didn't come to the next VidCon.
Yep.
And you stayed in that hotel that was right next to VidCon. I don't
Yes.
believe Di and Joel were there until the third year.
Yep. You're
the
right.
third year Di and Joel came.
Because Andy was there.
And Matt Shape was there.
At the first one?
No, the first one we went to, was he there? No, the second one.
Second one. Yep.
The second one he was there. Okay, so Andy was there, and that's when we had like Toad, and we had all the other people that were there. So there was a lot
Liz
of people.
was there.
Who?
Cass! Clutterbug!
Clutterbug was there. Yeah, that's right. Clutterbug was there, and she was just
And we
she
had a
just came
chase-
off of that
Your
home run
husband took
book.
off running down the hallway,
Mhm.
running into the hotel we weren't supposed to be into. God, that was
Right.
so fun.
But it was just being there in the beginning and just like being active.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's so like this is new. This is still new. But this is new, and if you found anybody else that was into any of this, you grabbed onto them like, oh my gosh, like I don't feel alone. I don't feel like a foreigner. I don't have to describe to you what it's like to like every time you go into public, everybody looks at you like, what is that in your hand? Would you hand your camera? It wasn't like now where everybody knows that you're making a TikTok. No, like, you know, there's one video I'm like trying to talk. I put the camera on top of the cereal box and I'm talking, and the lady walked around the corner like, what the heck? Or like trying to explain to my family what a video was, or what the internet was, or Facebook, or anything. Like, so you found that person. There was no smartphones. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. It wasn't like it is now, where it's just you just automatically assume. So I still feel like that in public.
I do,
you
and
will
I
for a
think
long
that's kind of what it was. Is like it was back in the day when everybody was still like, you would find a creator and you would immediately be like, nah, I want to talk to this person more. Once you found somebody that was actively creating, like, I feel like even back then it didn't matter the size, it mattered like who was active. When you found people that were active in the community, it was like, I want to be friends with you because I can relate to, you know, it wasn't necessarily like I want to be friends with you. It was like, I can relate to what you're doing. You can relate to what I'm doing. Now I have somebody to talk to. Yeah. And then, like I said, I remember, I'm pretty sure I asked you to help in the group, and then we talked, it was YouTube all the time. And then Jamie and I wanted to go to VidCon, and you had gone, because I think I met you right before VidCon, the first VidCon you went to, because I remember thinking how bad I wanted to go, but there was no way we could go.
It was, yeah, it was like almost awkward. Like there was just enough time hanging out yet for you to justify the excitement. Right.
Yeah. And we were still working at the Deli. We were still full-time at the Deli, so there was no way we would have been able to go to VidCon. And then the next year was the first year we weren't at the Deli, and I was like, we are going to VidCon.
That was so crazy to me. It was so mind-blowing. I remember you telling me, like, I think we're going to quit the Deli and go full-time. I'm like, this is, like, so amazing. Are you serious? And then you did. And I'm like, man, you're so done for. And then you weren't. You weren't by any means. So, yeah, so that's how it was. And then that whole next year, it was just, like, all of us are hanging out. Zach was there. Like, there was a lot of people. And then as time goes on and people grow up and people change a lot, like, some people quit videos, some people came. There was John Lovell. Like, there was a lot of, like, stuff. And then VidCon was the greatest thing because, like, all the creators were there and you could hang out, like, creepy free, and you brought the Timbits, and by then we were already by then we were already like friends, like we were already like talking about video stuff, and and you know what it was, guys, if you wanted to be friends with any of your creators back in the day, all you had to do was talk to them. Back in the day, everything was so small and everything was just so intimate back in the day because everybody just wanted to like find another person like them.
That was really all it was. Like, I had Andy, and like you said, you make friends along the way, and then some of your friends like Andy took a different job, and then he quit making videos. Like, one of the first video collabs I did was with him, and
he had a press pass.
Yeah, he had a press pass at VidCon,
and then he didn't show up for a bunch of years after that because his life changed. But at one point, he got us to see Hannah Hart, all the people in the back. Like, we got to see a lot of people because of him, and then now he's not into that no more.
Yeah, he doesn't make videos anymore. He wants to, but it's not what he's into anymore. So like, I had friends that did it, that I was, you know, that lived around here and that I was close with, and then like Chris Erickson found me, you know, from Sushi and Runt. He was one of the he was a big Michigan creator at the time. Like, he was bigger than me when he found me, and like, we talked a lot about a lot of different things, and he still makes videos. I still talk to him, you know, I talk to him all the time.
He's like an inside friend too. Like, me too. Like, but he was
around kind of the
before
thing.
I was.
Like there's people along the way that you connect with and you become friends with, and then like, they no longer create videos. And like, I feel like there was even a time where, like, you know, you kind of quit making content. You quit making content regularly. But even now, like, now that you're kind of back into it, you know, so you just, I don't know, you just make friends along the way, and somehow we made friends along the way, and we just remained friends. Right. I mean, you've flown out here, we've been out there.
That's how we met Mark Robertson. Through Andy.
That's how we met Mark Robertson, through Andy.
Andy's now not our link to him anymore. Now he knows us.
Yes.
I mean, that guy was fun. So we just pick up people. People come, people go.
How do we meet Matt Shep? He came to that gathering. He came to the YouTube gathering for the group that I ran, and he kind of just talked to us.
He cleaned on and grabbed for a minute, and we liked him, and then now we're like friends with him forever.
I talked to him on the phone for an hour yesterday. Like, it's just.
But it doesn't happen often. And then there was this huge gap before we met, like Camille, or like Loki, like Steve.
Yeah.
We grabbed on to Steve. And I love Steve because Steve's so new at this. He reminds me of 10 years ago. Getting his 100 subs, being able to get his own channel name.
Yes.
His his charming editing from back in the day, because you just don't know. Like, you don't know until you do it a bunch, and you don't know. Like, my old videos on my old channels, and I do have 2 old channels.
And I love, like, I still, which is why I started my YouTube group in the first place, I still love to be able to help other people do this. Like, I don't care if I get paid. I don't care. I don't, like, I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, you know, I'm a YouTube guru and I make these videos and I have these classes you can do. I just want to help people be able to do what they want to do, because I know what it feels like, I guess. And I love to, I really do love to see people succeed. I love to see people that like grab onto something they like and then turn it into something. I love that. And if I can help people do that, like, I love that.
There's no women doing it at all, right? 100% no women, right?
Do it. There's a couple.
I'm only familiar with Schmoyer, Eves, and Roberto
Blake. Content Bug is a popular creator who kind of does it. It's not the same scale as like Roberto Blake and Nick Nim and all of them, but she's big. But she doesn't do the videos in the guru style, I guess you would call it. Like, it's not like how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, how to get your first 10,000 views on YouTube, how to blah 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 blah. I don't like that. Like, I don't like the gimmick.
No, you're tough love, and that's not palatable for everybody. But you're tough love. You're but that's what people need to hear. But also, people get their feelings hurt because they think that they're filmmakers and cinematographers and storytellers, and they don't take the criticism. So I fear that about you, because you don't hold back. That's the reason why we don't do live shows every week. It's because you don't hold back. So I don't know. Oh, real quick, Sarah with the super chat. Dan needs to go to Novi. I want to meet him in person. Thanks for entertaining us tonight. Love you guys. Sarah, what if I smell? Or what if I say something off color?
Then you can go jump off the dock with the dock diving dogs into the pool.
Could we make that happen? Can you make that happen?
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
If you give me a pair of your ears, I would run and try to see how far I could jump when the dogs jump for that. That would be amazing. That, and I will try every treat that you guys like. I will go and we should make a mukbang video of the dog place.
You'll be chewing on antlers.
I'll eat a bully stick, but I need 2. I need 2
Get him on the lure course. Oh yeah, we could get you on the lure course.
What's is that the one where where's the one where I sniff out bombs? Can I do that? Or like I sniff out the canister?
That's the barn hunt.
I could do it if you could get me to go to it. Do they have beer there?
I think so.
Oh geez, yeah. I'm obstacle coursing. I am obstacle coursing.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, last year they had a whole little setup in the middle that was new.
Wow, I mean.
So yeah,
and Crystal, thank you for pointing out the super chat we missed. Thank you. Thank you. That went right on by while I was thinking about doing dog obstacle courses. It's all good, stinky or not. I'll buy you a beer. Thanks, Jim. I won't be stinky. I'm not a stinky person. I'm accused of smelling like tortillas when I don't shower, but I mean, who doesn't love a good corn tortilla? You don't have corn tortillas out there, I bet. And I bet if you do, they're expensive.
Yes, we do.
You look like you're a flour tortilla girl to me.
I like both. It just depends. I like corn tortillas better for enchiladas.
You go both ways. Oh, what's up, Stephanie? Welcome from... Good day, mate! That's not a beer. This is a... Oh, I don't have any more of these. Where's your Trulies? Go get your Trulies.
They're in the fridge. They're like way over there.
Sarah, oh girl, speak up. Look, Sarah, if there's a super chat I missed, you call it out.
Yeah, tell us.
You gotta tell us. You gotta tell us. Hey, let's look. It's let's do super follow. Let's do super follow live stream. Okay, so right now, if you guys go follow me on RFS Dan, DM me and I will follow you back, because I don't have enough people that I'm really into. So follow me on Instagram tonight, or if you already do and I don't follow you back, DM me and I'll follow a bunch of you back, and I'll go comment on your pictures or your videos. Oh wow, already? Oh my gosh, already too. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, go follow RFS Dan on Instagram, and I will follow. It's follow back mode today, so I'll follow you back.
Better make sure to follow you.
Corn is good, so is flour. I like flour. Okay, I like corn tortillas, like on like the taco trucks over there, and they're gonna give it to you on corn tortillas with like lots of like cilantro, and onions. And I can say that because I'm Mexican. I just pushed my hair behind my ears. But there's something great about the size of a flour tortilla that I just love so much.
Right.
Like I can put so much Rito in my burrito.
So much Rito in your burrito.
Yeah, I can put so much Rito in my
I should
burrito.
call my mom. Ask her what time.
You don't like really like hot stuff at all, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Really? Do you? But like when you go to Taco Bell, you get like mild sauce, right?
That's because I like the flavor of it.
Nah, no. Don't forget the cat Instagram account. Oh my gosh, is that Crystal logging in at somebody else's different name? Yes, Crystal, not me. Crystal has an Instagram account called RFS Cats where she shows all our cats, and you all DM her like it's me all the time. So crazy. Yes, tomato basil.
Really? There's a place.
I do have tomato basil soup.
I can't figure out the name of it.
Jess, what's your favorite soda? I think it's Moon Mist Fago. No, I think it's Coke Zero.
That's probably Coke Zero.
Yeah, Jess loves Coke Zero. I'm coming out to California. Do they have Coke Zero out there? You asked me if they had Coke Zero out here. Come on. Well, they don't have it in Alpena. Population 12.
I'm trying to find the place in Dearborn. I thought it was in Dearborn that makes the real tortillas that we used to get. I cannot remember the name of it. It's going to drive me nuts.
Or Dearborn, Michigan?
Yeah,
Where's
I thought
that
it was
at?
Dearborn. You can't get them in the stores up here anymore, but it's the only kind my mom used to buy. When we lived in Detroit, they actually used to just go down there and get them because it was real Mexican family that was there, and that's what they did. They made they made really good food. They had a Mexican restaurant, and they made these tortillas or tortilla, however the heck you say it.
Whoa! Even I say it better than that.
But I don't remember what the name of it is, and now I really wish I did because I was going to tell everybody if they ever see them to buy them if you live in Michigan, but I don't remember.
Have we ever had real proper Mexican food when you're out here? I'm not talking Del Taco.
No, I've had real proper Mexican food in Detroit.
And you know what? You live in Arizona, so
I did live in Arizona. And I had real proper Mexican
I can't
food
get fancy on you.
And I had real proper Mexican food in Mexico when I went to Mexico.
When did you go to Mexico? Spring break? Oh!
When I lived when I lived in Arizona. I went to, I don't say words well, Nogales?
That's Noggles. That's the place that Del Taco bought. Remember Noggles back in the day? I went to Tijuana.
It's a border town. It's the border town, one of the border towns between Arizona and Mexico. We went there.
Now they have mini blinds up, so you can't get across. But I went to Tijuana one year, and then there was.
Did they try to sell you everything?
Yes. Okay. Ooh, I've had just enough alcohol to tell you about this. So there was the little kids that were selling me chicle, and I bought the chicle. And then when you get down to the next corner, there's other kids there going like, "You got any chicle?" And I'm like, "All right, here you go." And then they run back and they like, and it's like 2 a.m. and they're still there. And then we did the donkey show thing. We're like, "Could you take us to the donkey show?" And they took us to this weird club. And like I said, there's no stop sign. There's no nothing. It's like every street there was like a 4-way stop with no like anything. And there was no sway bar on the taxi. So it was like, whoa, like the sway bar was gone underneath it. So we were just going around, and that guy was crazy. So I don't know. I think I was just like puckered the whole night. Like I was just like, what's going on? And then the guy was trying to pour shots in my mouth and spin my head and blow the whistle.
I think it's Hacienda Tortillas. I think he's right. I think that's the name of the company. That's down there.
Jess, I think it's Hacienda Tortillas. That's my best Greg. But I think Greg knows because he's smart. Jess, when's Memphis's birthday? Good call, Chris. When is Memphis's birthday?
April 4th.
Oh, so it's coming up. See, so she should be happy then. Okay.
When we went to it's Mexican Fiesta in Dearborn at the corner of Telegraph and Ford Road. Yes, I think that's what I think it is. See, Hacienda doesn't sound right to me. I'll figure it out. Thank you for the super chat, PJ. I'll have to look it up. When we went to Mexico, so when I moved to Arizona, I promised my dad that I wouldn't go to Mexico. Ever. And my aunt wanted to go down there because she wanted to go shopping because she used to go all the time. Her and her friend Karen.
Of course, it's a Karen.
Yeah, it was Karen Murphy. Because now she lives in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they wanted to go shopping, so we went down to Mexico, and I remember Karen telling us, she's like, they'll be really offended if you don't barter with them. Any place we go down here, they want you to barter. She wasn't wrong.
That sounds fun.
It was really interesting. Like if you tried to pay for something and you offered them full price, people got mad at you. It was so weird to me. Like they wanted to barter. It was like a game. What
were you trying to buy?
I bought like a
purse?
Little horse figurine. It's like still have it. It's upstairs. It's not really made out of bone, but it looks like bone. And they wanted like $20 for it, and I was willing to just pay $20 for it. And when I tried to pay $20 or whatever it was for it, she flat out told me no. So then we bartered, and I got it for like $12.
Really?
Yeah. Jamie and I weren't married when we moved to Arizona. We were just dating. After we moved back to Michigan, and there was a guy that had all this jewelry, and he kept every time we'd walk by him, because we'd walk up and down the streets and we'd walk by the same places a couple times. Every time we'd walk by this guy, he kept saying, you newlyweds, you come in here. I only screw you a little. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? They wanted us to come buy jewelry. He was only going to screw us a little. And he kept saying it. So that was my Mexico experience.
That sounded fun.
It was fun.
I mean, mine was okay too.
We went down this weird alleyway to this restaurant that was like built into the mountain. So the door was actually in the rock wall, and when you opened it up, the whole inside of the restaurant was like built into the rock of the mountain. So the walls were actually the mountain. It was cold in there. I remember that, but it was a real Mexican restaurant that we ate in there. It was cool. We spent the whole day there. Like that was my Mexico experience. We didn't go very far, and we walked. We walked across the border, and then we walked back across.
We walked too. It was this big, huge bridge in San Diego, and this big thing, and you get to go right in. But when you come back, you have to go through like immigration. So you have to go through this big old long line, and I was all like nervous. I don't know why I was nervous.
You have to tell them how much alcohol you bought. How many bottles of alcohol are you bringing back? What? I didn't bring any back.
I'm all walking like a penguin because of some. No, nothing. I was just done with the night. I'm just like, dude, I just want to go home. Like, this is like weird. So I get there and I'm all nervous and stuff, and the guy's like standing there talking to everybody, and then he just waving me on through. He didn't even want to see anything. I'm like, come on, something. I didn't even care. He's like, go on through. I didn't have my hair like this though. I had spiky hair.
Little short spiky hair. I gotta look up.
I heard there aren't a lot of pester people as much anymore. If you say no more than once, then they have to leave you alone. Yeah, tell that to the. No, never mind. That's a bad story. Okay, well, I don't know. They were pestering the heck out of me, but I didn't mind it. It was like I was there with the people. What were they selling? What was really popular there when I was there? That was like the year. This was like in 2001 maybe. So like Viagra was really popular. So like every store in there was just like there was lots of pharmacies there in Tijuana. Lots of pharmacies.
There was a lot of like art stuff where we were, like big.
That sounds better than me.
Big things of pottery, lots of clothing, like handmade clothing, and lots of like, because Karen bought some huge like pots for her house. She worked for, do you remember Xerox? She worked for Xerox, and she actually owned a house in Tucson, like on the side of a mountain. She had this great big house. So she bought these huge pots from Mexico that they were then going to drive over and deliver to her house.
Did they?
Yeah. They brought them to her house. Yeah.
Did they bring it in a DeLorean? Like, what was the catch?
I just remember thinking, how are we going to get those back? And she's like, oh, I just pay them to bring them over and they'll deliver them. And I'm like, oh.
That's crazy.
I guess. So, but she had a really cool house. She had a house like on the side of a mountain. Like when you would go in her house, you could oversee all of the city. It was really cool. She lived in a really cool spot. And she worked for Xerox. And now she owns a bed and breakfast. I don't think it's a bed and breakfast. It's like a hotel bed and breakfast type thing in Puerto Rico. She moved out there and she bought this place, and she told Jamie if Jamie and I want to come to Puerto Rico, we have a place to stay. She did get hit with that hurricane that went through Puerto Rico, and it took out quite a bit of her stuff, but they're rebuilding.
That was bad news. I don't know. Yeah. Have you ever done a bed and breakfast before?
Yes. Yep. We stayed at a bed and breakfast in somewhere outside of Tucson. I don't remember what it was. Was it Bisbee? We stayed at a bed and breakfast, and they told us that it was in a house and there was a hill, and they told us that there was a pack of javelinas that would come down the hill at night. So that like if you go outside, listen for the javelinas. Because do you have javelinas where you're at?
Honest, I don't know. Like
javelina?
No, what's that?
It's a wild pig.
Tell me about javelina. Is it like that song?
It's a wild pig, and they hunt. they hunt in packs like wolves.
No, you should like bring me up a picture of one of those things. I don't know what a javelina is. Hey, Crystal, you know what a javelina is? Never heard of it.
Really? Pretty sure that's how you say it. Hold on. Javelina.
Oh my gosh! I just looked out the window and it's still light outside. I thought it was dark. I thought it's been dark for hours.
It showed up when I.
Uncle Yukon says javelina is a wild pig. I have not. That's the chair.
It's a wild pig, and they hunt in packs, and they have these huge fangs.
Fangs are like tusks. Does it look like a Kuna Matata, or does it look like something like a vampire? Like
it looks kind of well. There's like a not the greatest picture, but there's like a Hakuna Matata. See his teeth?
Kind of looks like a bear.
They mess people up.
Oh, I think they all do. I think all like I watched this movie with Pauly Shore called Son-in-Law.
Look at this thing's teeth.
So I've seen pigs mess up people. Oh yeah, it looks angry. Look at that big old spike right there.
So they have them in Tucson, Arizona. They're pretty common.
It's a man-bear pig. Yes, man-bear pig.
Correct. But this is like, that's what they look like when they don't have their mouth open and all that.
Oh, yeah, see, Hakuna Matata. Oh, I'd hug one.
Man, they're mean. So we stayed at a bed and breakfast, and they told us that when we went outside, we had to be careful because there was javelinas. So what do you think I did as soon as it got dark?
Like clutched your purse?
I went outside because I wanted to see the javelinas. And
what
sure
did they
enough,
say?
there was javelinas. And it was too dark to take pictures. And it wasn't like back in the day when you had awesome night sight on your camera. It was back in the day when you had like the cameras that you had to wind. So I didn't get any pictures of the javelinas. But we saw them, and it was crazy. And she wasn't kidding. There was a whole pack of freaking pigs outside, and they were loud, and it was kind of scary. After we started to get close, Jamie said I had to come back to the house. So
yeah,
I stayed at a bed and breakfast once, and I got to see javelinas.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. I don't think I've ever done a bed and breakfast. I always wanted to do one. That I watched Hotel Hell with Gordon Ramsay, and I was like, oh,
right.
The one I saw, like the dude's personal stuff was in the other people's bedrooms, and it was so creepy.
Is that the dog?
Large tusks on them. Yeah. See, okay, I don't know if I want to see a javelina anymore.
They're not friendly. It's not like you want to go up and pet it.
Doesn't sound good at all.
They're small. They're not big. They live in the desert. They're not like you see like wild boars. They're not like huge like wild boars. They're smaller sized pigs.
Yeah, but they will attack you.
They will attack you. They are aggressive. They're very aggressive, and they have pack mentality. So like one will come at you, and then all of the rest of them are coming. So, yeah.
Jim Johnson said,
and they're very destructive.
Oh yeah, like destructive to the environment. Like they're just eating everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Johnson said what?
He said my pizza is almost ready. The world's best pizza incoming. Do you have a best pizza you've ever had?
BLT pizza.
That was pretty good. I don't feel like that. Like I really have pizzas that are that memorable. I've had Chicago pizza. I've had New York pizza like the next day. But
I had New York pizza in New York. It was good.
I need to have real New York pizza fresh in New York. But our friend Anthony brought it from New York on the airplane to here, so it wasn't quite the same. But I get it. But like, I don't know if I have any really like memorable pizzas.
I had a mashed potato pizza in Traverse City at the place at the edge of the town called That's a Pizza. They have a mashed potato pizza, and it's so good. It was so. I had a friend of mine that used to work there years ago when he was going to college. He went to college over there, and that's where he worked. And we were at the Blessing of the Jeeps a couple years ago, and his Jeep broke down, and we ended up having to abandon it and leave it all the way on the other side of the state. And we went into Traverse City, and we got food, and we went to that pizza place because that's where he used to work, and that's what he told us. You got to try this. And we all thought, that's disgusting. We're not eating mashed potato pizza. If you like twice baked potatoes,
yes,
it was kind of like that, only even creamier and cheesier. It was so good.
I don't know what else was on there. Just it was like potatoy.
Yeah, there was potatoes and cheese and probably sour cream, but I'd like to think not because I don't like sour cream. But there probably was,
like
and I think it had bacon.
Of course.
What did they have on it?
It's like all carbs. Like it probably had like chives and like onions and like potatoy stuff.
Yeah. You know, all the stuff that's not.
Yeah,
good
I'd eat that. That does sound good. That does sound good. I'm okay
mashed
with
potato
that.
Pizza.
Yeah,
but I
don't have any
like
memorable
BLT pizza.
Yeah, I don't have any other memorable pizza. I don't know. I think I've always just eaten whatever's around.
Right. Pizza chips. Pizza chips.
Will there be a blessing of the Jeeps this year, and will you go? Look at that loaded question.
they canceled it. It was supposed to be May 2nd, I think. I don't remember. May something. Yeah, May 2nd was when it was supposed to happen. And we were already talking about going. We were talking about getting everybody together and going again this year because we haven't gone in quite a few years. So we talked about it, but now we're not. I have a Jeep. You what?
I have a Jeep.
Yeah, you could drive it over there.
And then park it, and then I could hop in the real Jeep and go?
Yeah. You don't have four-wheel drive, so I don't think you... But you could get it blessed with all the rest of the Jeeps in the parking lot, and you could get in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most Jeeps in one area. That's what they were trying for a couple years in a row, for the longest parade of Jeeps.
That's all my Jeep's good for? It's just technicalities?
Yeah, pretty much. It's not four-wheel drive. No, it's good for getting us back and forth to Disneyland.
That's true, at very rapid pace. That's die. Okay, Uncle Yukon says, is that pronounced chives or chives? Wait. It's chives. Am I saying it wrong? Chives?
I don't know. That's how I say it.
Dan has a baby Jeep. LOL. Oh my gosh. Somebody put Sarah on timeout. Oh my gosh. Kiss your mother with that mouth. Come on. Come on. Oh my
baby
gosh.
Jeep. Oh, look, it's a baby Jeep.
Yes.
It's not. I drove it. It's not a baby Jeep. It's fun to drive. Like, I pick on you because it's not four-wheel drive, but realistically, where you live, you don't need four-wheel drive, so it wouldn't make sense for you to get even worse gas mileage. But I like driving your Jeep. I think it's fun.
Yeah, whatever, you butt kisser. See, what really happened is one time she was in her Jeep, and I was in my Jeep, and she made sure when we got on the freeway to show us how fast her Jeep could go. And I was stepping on my on the gas pedal as fast as I could go, and I couldn't catch her. She's like a shitty Marty McFly. Like, she was just gone, and I'm just trying. I'm like, these are my freeways. Like, how dare you?
Well, when am I ever going to have my Jeep in California again where I get that opportunity?
It'll probably come one more time, I think. It almost came this year until they double stacked the conventions.
Yep.
Your Jeep looks so cool in the snow, Dan, when it snowed there. Yeah, remember when I got it stuck?
Yes.
This is coming from somebody who drives a Ford Fusion. All right, I rest my case, Sarah. Rest my case. I rest my case. At least you're not driving a, what is it, a Nissan Juke? Is it a Nissan Juke? Is that what it is? Yeah, you guys should Google Nissan Juke. This is the ugliest car in the whole world.
They renamed it the Kicks.
Bad. Oh man, I saw your super jacked up Jeep today with a no-joke Cobra snake looking front end. What does that mean, Jess?
That he saw a super jacked up Jeep with a Cobra snake looking front end. Sometimes
I see a red Jeep and it's a Rubicon and it reminds me of you. And then I'll drive by it a little bit. I'm just like, I've seen those. They're so ugly, aren't they? Aren't they, Ford Fusion lover? You should change your screen name to FUSNLVR1 because I'm sure there's nobody else that has that screen name but you. You started this, Sarah. You started this. Crystal playing both fields. I love all your Jeeps. I love the Jeeps.
Yeah, but if you had to pick one.
Oh no. Oh man, this is what it's come down to. All right, before we get out of here, last chance. If you guys want to follow me at RFS Dan, I will follow you back.
Did a bunch of people follow you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got like 10 or 12 notifications.
Did you?
Jess, I watch your YouTube all the time. It makes me happy. How does that make you feel, Jess?
It makes me happy.
Yeah. Even though half the time you're pulling out your hair.
My video today until everybody else told me it was fine. It's fine.
I thought the video was fine today.
Okay, good.
I love how you accidentally premiered it and everybody thought it was live.
I hit the thing to make it because I had it unlisted because it went up late, and then I clicked the premiere thing and read what it said. Do that because nobody's really good at, like, I don't even know what it does. And then when I clicked back, I apparently didn't click just to make it public. And then I went and checked it, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm sitting here for 10 minutes and watching, which was kind of cool. When it premiered, I got to be in the chat talking with people, but yeah, a lot of people were really confused about what it was, which is why I haven't used premieres in the past. I noticed it causes a lot of confusion, but
well, this one more than any, since you were kind of unboxing stuff. But how does that affect you? Was it better to do it like numbers wise? Like
I don't know,
or does it? Yeah, because you've never done it before, right?
Yeah, I don't
was there.
know.
There was a lot of people there. There's about 200 people there.
Yeah, at one point there was 350 people watching the premiere. And I'm like, well, that's kind of interesting, but a lot of people thought it was actually live. So then my worry was, are people clicking on it, realizing it's not live, and then leaving, because that's not going to be a good thing. And
people were super chatting in it and stuff.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like, it was really interesting. I might play with it more, like for like treat videos or something, but I don't know. It was interesting. I've seen other people do it. I've seen other people that have done premiere, like they premiere every one of their new videos because they only upload like once or twice a week, and they seem to do really well with them. The only thing is you have to be there when it goes up. So like I couldn't schedule a video and then not be there because you want to be in the chat talking to people while your video's premiering. I mean, I guess you don't have to be. I would have to be. I would feel like, what's the point if I'm not going to talk to you guys? Like,
right, if you're not going to be there. But maybe during this whole Bubblegate thing that we're going through right now, we're all just stuck in a bubble. Maybe you should be premiering and hanging out, because there was a lot of people there for a little bit. Like there was a lot of people there that were doing that because there's nothing on television. But what's going on right now? It's ridiculous. Like I've said, nothing. There's nothing.
TV is kind of crazy right now. I did watch Frozen 2.
Did you? I haven't watched Frozen 1. I want to see it, I guess. Is it on there as well?
Yeah.
So Frozen 1, she had to come to grips with letting go of whatever. So when the movie ended, whatever was out of her possession. In number 2, is she like trying to convince somebody else? Is Olaf there? Is that the?
Yes.
He didn't melt.
Olaf is the best part of the whole movie.
Does he say happy birthday at all? Does he like bite off of Frosty the Snowman at all? Does he happy birthday?
No, I don't think.
Do you like that movie better than the Dark Crystal?
No.
You're not gonna name her. What's the girl's name? And hold on, let me guess. What's the girl's name that lets it go? Sure. Ursula, Ellie, Ellen, Ellie.
So close.
I know Olaf, and there's a I don't know. I honestly,
You were close.
Elaine, Elizabeth, Karen. No, I don't know her name. Shoot, I should know this. Did you watch Togo yet? Uh-oh. If you're talking to me, no. If you're talking to Jess, I don't know. I can't answer for her.
He knows I watched it. We had that conversation in the chat.
Yeah. I did not watch it. Yeah, no. But so I haven't seen it. So what's her name? Elsa?
Elsa, yeah.
Yes. Yes. I got it. Her eyes are so big.
No. That's Kira. I should have named Kira Elsa because she's the ice princess.
No, you should not. Remember that? Yeah, no, you should not. You should not. Yes. Okay. Well, what are we doing? You want to wrap this up? It's been 2 hours and 9 minutes. But here's the thing: like, we all ain't got nowhere to be. I want
to play some Nintendo.
Does Greg have Mario Kart?
Yes, he bought Mario Kart today.
We can get out of here, go play some Mario Kart. That'll work. Yeah.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you guys should stick around. Tomorrow night, I'll be doing a live Dantics before all you guys disappear.
Yeah, how come you didn't give a shout out for that and be like, if you go over to that channel and subscribe to me at...
Yeah, but whatever you guys find, it's RFSDan on everything. So just find me, follow me. Tomorrow at this time, we'll be Dantixing. I don't know. Crystal's over there working on some new questions, but I have a bunch of old questions. I have like 700 old questions, so we can marathon it up and hang out and just think about anything else but the fact that you're going to be stuck with your quote-unquote loved ones inside your house for a long time.
And we want to do I want to try to do more of these next week too, but maybe not. Maybe we should do some like earlier in the day, because a lot of people I noticed came in today and they're like, oh, it's like 2 a.m. here.
I can do whatever. Like, okay, so here's the deal. Like, so they're coming next week to start working on the house, so I don't know how loud it's gonna be, but I'm gonna be stuck here the whole time, and I have good audio equipment, so I don't know. I can go out on the front porch. I could do something, but I'm okay with that. We should live stream until tomorrow night. Yeah. So youtube.com/rfsdan. You can click on the link that's right up over there in the chat, and you come and say hi. If you don't know how to use Skype, you have 24 hours to learn how to use Skype. I don't want no excuses from these guys. You have nothing to do. You're stuck in your house.
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah. You can be Charmin clean all you want as long as you're watching Dantix.
No booze, just winning.
I don't know. The booze level is pretty low in here. I might have to.
Oh, that's what Jim said. Tomorrow I retake the cup. No booze, just winning.
Oh, I'm gonna hold you to that. Says the guy that's boozed up as we speak.
So did Greg. Greg was asking me that, and I said I was pretty sure. Did he get the most points ever?
I don't recall. Yeah, Crystal's 10 points. Yeah, 7 was by Leslie. Yeah, so Greg's got 10. I wanted to put the number by everybody, but if we just put 10 by Greg, then we're
Then you know that's the one to
then
beat.
we're good.
Right.
There's your Danley cup right here. No, that wasn't a fart. Look at that, 1997. How old was I in 97? I was 19. I was 19 years old. I was probably still 18. It's probably before November. It was early when it was warm. So I was 18 years old when I won this. So more than half my life ago. Man, you guys don't know I was good at hockey. Yeah. So yeah, tune in for that. It'll be fun. Just will be there.
Yeah.
Maybe some way we can make a KFC. Oh no, the donut thing's gone. Shoot. Hey, do we own stuff to make donuts with, like glazed donuts?
I'm sure I do, but usually glazed donuts are fried.
Oh, you guys don't have a deep fryer?
No, we don't have a deep fryer. I mean, look.
I do.
No, you have an Instapot. You can't just put a bunch of stuff in an Instapot and have it come out a donut.
Yes, you can.
I was 10 in 1997, says Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for showing up for the podcast. Dang, 10. The 90s were the best. Oh my god, the 90s were the best.
Apparently your link didn't work.
It's RFS Dan. You guys are smart. Find me there. I had the
Oh, I
cutest
didn't
thing
put-
happen. There's this
I
other
didn't
guy
put
named
enough
Dan
W's
that
in
has
it.
a mohawk. Remember I showed you that guy named Dan that has a mohawk? And he looked just like me. I think his name was Dan. He was like my doppelganger. No, his name is Jory. But he looks just like me. He's got a big mohawk and he's a live streamer and thing, and he sends me a message on Instagram. Greetings again. Question: how do you deal with transportation with such tall hair and driving? It can be a hassle. I've managed somehow having a vehicle that has a sunroof, but higher speeds can really ruin your look before you get there. How do you do that? And I just sent him a picture of me in the car with my hair all smashed. But he's got really big hair like me, and he
Right.
wanted to know how I travel in a car. And it's like this. I'm all crammed in the car. That's why I bought people still laugh when I say that I purchased my Jeep based on the fact I'm like, if I can get into it and it doesn't smash my hair, I will get this. But yeah, this mohawk guy wants to know how I can get in my car, how he can ride in his car.
How do you travel without smooshing your hair? Yeah. Right now, I got a notification on my phone. In 7 minutes, there's a Red Wings game.
No. Well, at least you guys didn't lose. Even Crystal
sad.
over there like owned at that one. Loki says, "How tall are you, Dan? How tall do you think I am? Like, what's your guess?"
With his hair or without his hair?
Without my hair. But you should guess. And guess in American inches. Don't guess in, like, Canadian inches. Because, you know, that Canadian inch is, like, not worth much.
I can tell you that you're not as tall as Steve.
5'10". Yes, I'm 5'10". Steve looks like he's about 6 foot. Maybe 6'1" at the most. Because he looks a little hunched over and everything he does. Like, you're just a little too tall for this world, bro.
No, I think he's taller than that because I think he's taller than Jamie.
Jamie's like an inch too tall too. Like that can't be. Like does his back always hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you guys all wish you were taller, but 5'10's the best because like all the tables are at the right height. I had a friend, Chris. How tall was Chris? Like 6'2"? And like anytime we went, like 6'3". Every time we went anywhere, like he couldn't ride in the car for very long. His sciatic nerve hurt.
Right.
Every time he was at a table, he was hunched over. I'm like, dude, this world's not meant for you, bro.
And I just gotta reach for everything because I'm too short.
Crystal says I'm 4'9". I would have guessed 5 foot. Jess is like 5'2".
5'1".
Yeah, like 5. Okay, yeah. Jess is tall. Jess is short. Jess is shorter than she looks in the
6'1".
videos, but her mouth is way bigger. Is way bigger in the video. So it's just a wash. It's just a wash.
Yeah, because I'm 5'1" and Jamie's 6'1".
Brandon says I'm 4'11". Holy cow. Jeff's 5'7".
Steve, are you really the same height as Jamie? I thought you were taller than him.
What did Steve say he was?
Everybody's tall compared to me, though. He said he was about the same height as Jamie. Jamie's 6'1".
I'm short, fat, and old. Not to mention bald. Oh my gosh. Just learn to stand on your hands and walk.
That's so funny.
You guys are so
Jamie's
funny.
Exactly a ruler taller than me.
We're just killing time.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
I'm 6'2" with a black eye. I would love playing hockey against you. I'm so fast, but if you caught me, I'm in trouble. You're taller than me. I think we're all taller than you, girl.
My sister that lives in Arizona, I think she's 4'10".
Really? So they're smaller than you? What is she like? Is she a firecracker like you?
Yes.
How come your brother's not? How come John Carl doesn't have a potty mouth like you?
You have not hung out with my brother enough.
We hung out.
Not enough.
My head is aerodynamic. So is mine, bro. I'm like Sonic fast. Okay, should we wrap this up then?
Yeah, Greg, do you want to play Mario Kart?
Yeah, we could probably do that in a little bit. I'm gonna go make a sandwich real quick, and then I gotta turn these fans back on. But if you guys want to play some Mario Kart, we could play some Mario Kart. I'll go hook the Switch up to the television. We can play together.
Put some chips on it.
Yes. All right, let's do it. All right, that'll do it for this week's episode of the CCMouse Podcast. You can find us everywhere on Facebook, YouTube, on Instagram at CCMouse Podcast. Follow me at RFS Dan. If you want to follow back, go hang out at our merch store. Oh my gosh, all the cool kids are doing it at CCMousePodcast.shop. And on that note, we'll see you guys next time. Same mouse podcast. We should really do one of these again soon, Jess.
Yeah, like pick a day next week and let's just do it.
Let's do it all today's.
Okay.
You say that now, but it's not gonna happen.
If I get that room done this weekend, it'll be so much easier. That's the plan. If I get the room done this weekend and I can move this upstairs and I don't have to worry about what the dogs are doing because I'm upstairs.
Well, you know what? You'll be home.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll be home.
As long as they don't close Home Depot.
And so will I. Thanks, guys. Good night, guys. Yes, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for all the subscribes.
Thank you.
What's that?
I said thank you. Thank you for sharing our stuff and liking our stuff. And I like your stuff.
Who says that? Oh my gosh, I hate you. All right, so we'll see you guys next time here on.
Say it.
What?
Say it. Now you gotta say it.
I like your stuff. I already said that to Rhett. No, I said that to Link. Rhett needs help, but I said that to Link.
Yeah, you did. It was great.
Yes. Okay, we'll see you guys next time here on CCMouse Podcast.
I don't know what was greater, you doing that or you being starstruck when we saw David Dobrik.
There was David Dobrik. There was Ali Speed, who she changed her hair again. I'm back in. But there's been a handful of them that I've just been like, beep, 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 I like your stuff. I don't know. It just comes out. Like sometimes I get shy too, guys. Believe it or not. So, all right. See you guys next time.
Bye.